We do food.
Good evening,
intermission
everyone.
usually
Coming at you from the
about 8:30, so
Tri-State Poker
just
live
in
stream
20
studio
minutes,
here in
you
Sewell,
guys
New
get
Jersey
food, and then you guys can all chip in by
for a little
pieces.
2-5 action tonight.
All right,
I'm
well,
Uncle
we
Dave
are
in
gonna
the
get
booth
going,
tonight. We got joined by the professor, and from our very first live stream, Davey Stacks is going to join us tonight, unless he gets called up to the big league. Somebody busts out early. We've been talking.
All right, live and ready to go.
All right, in the box we got Nick tonight.
Straddle under the gun.
We'll introduce you to the players as they
Yes.
come
Yes,
up
it's
on
in.
for some action here. 2-5, no limit hold'em. Players bought in anywhere from 500 to 2K.
Don't waste any time.
Real quiet.
Don't waste any time. First hand.
Dan says hi.
There's a straddle on for 10 right now?
Yes.
I'm going to raise 30.
Raise it up to
First
30
hand.
from Christy. Fold,
First
fold,
hand.
fold.
Looks like she opened to $30. What am I talking? Yeah, 30.
Yeah. Fold.
KLA winning. That's going to be a hard one to say.
No, 2-5. And Dream Crusher calls.
Winnie looks down at the Rockets.
Dream Crusher peels from the big blind. Got a gut shot for Dream Crusher.
40.
Winnie's still ahead with the aces here.
First hand.
Oh my God.
Check, bet 40, fold.
First hand.
You're supposed to be in that seat, goddammit.
Nick's my favorite dealer, by the way.
What happened to that seat?
The last two.
Winnie playing her first live stream picks up the
Yes, that's
there's a
right.
mass destruction on the first hand.
First hand.
And he was here also.
There's our lineup tonight. KLA Winnie. She just took down that first pot. We got security for Kenny Rogers in the house.
Straddle Christy.
With the straddle on.
Straddle on. From Christy.
Seat 1 we got Tran. Seat 2 we got the Dream Crusher. Seat 3 KLA Winnie. Seat 4 or 5, whatever we're calling that one. The Matza Baller.
Like on like Poker Stars and stuff.
Whitman Sports is in seat 6. Looks like 5's
Winnie,
vacant for
like
now.
a
Waiting on
horse
Turbo.
winning. Yeah, because I have horses.
5 folds. Fold. Fold.
Looks like it folds around to the button here.
Yep. Yes.
We got security with a king 7 of diamonds. He's going to come
Dan
in.
called the 10.
See what he
Dan
does. He just
folds.
decides just to call the big blind here. There's a straddle. Looks like there was a straddle at $10.
Also raises to 5-0.
We got KLA Winnie straddling under the gun for $10.
Alright, here we go. Christy folds.
Security just called
And Dan calls.
on the button. Dream Crusher raises it up to 50 with the queen 6 of clubs. And looks like security came along. Check, check on the flop. Got a 7 of spades on the turn. Connects with security. Pair of 7s. Now we have
That's
delayed
the-
C-bet from the Dream Crusher here. That's a good board for him to rep
Yes.
with the pre-flop open.
Dan calls 80.
Dream Crusher certainly not.
And we do have a call from security, so I didn't believe it just yet. But I gotta feel like a second bet here from Dream Crusher will probably get through.
He has not let the foot off the gas pedal from the last stream. He's coming out firing.
Yeah.
Crusher bets 220.
And it is his board to rep. I like this bet. He bets 220.
Almost a pot-sized
I don't
bet.
see how security can call, but he did call. He found the call. Very nice.
I guess my Jack 3 was good.
Well, Professor, I think security might have
Till it was $50.
studied up on the previous stream.
That may be true.
The Dream Crusher coming out firing.
Got the Jack 3 out of there.
And a nice win for security there.
Nope.
On the button.
Security for Kenny Rogers. I guess that's what you do when the guy you're in charge of no longer with us. I'm a professional poker player.
Action on button.
Become a retired Fox News anchor.
Everybody's fine
Yep.
to be on the ledge already.
We got matzo ball
Fold, fold, fold.
He did call under the gun.
Tran raises it up to 30.
Folds around the Tran. He's on the button. He makes it 30. It's a 3-6 off.
Heads up action.
Matzo baller call. Gonna go heads up to a flop. And a good flop for matzo baller here with the open end. 2 over cards. Checks around. Turn ace of clubs also gives matzo baller flush draw.
See if Matzo Baller puts a bet. He sure does.
35.
Yeah. Yeah, open end with the jack high flush draw.
$45. 35.
And that should just eat it. We gotta. Let's see what.
I think Tran's setting up for a bluff on the river.
He also had the 6 of club in his hand. He might think his baby flush might be good here.
Matzo Baller looks like a $75 bet here.
And a call.
And Tran does call
He makes the call.
with the 6 of clubs. Matzo baller's gonna be happy to see that.
Wow.
Oh, there's 4 clubs.
He almost looked like he had a club in his hand. The way unless he was intentionally trying to
I'm
solo.
like, how does he have a flush? There's only one club.
And yeah, I think that's what we're talking about now. It looks like Matzo baller may not have known. He might have thought he was just bluffing his busted opener. He may not have known. But you notice he tabled so much later. I don't think it was.
I think
slow
Tran
roll
says,
they're talking about.
Tran says flush. And,
Yeah.
I think Matzo Baller
I think you're
around,
right.
had the jack of clubs.
Yeah.
And then he probably said, oh crap, I got a club. Sorry about that, Tran. That's probably how that went down.
How we doing this? Like, are we taking you or what's?
Yeah, you just throw it towards me.
How's that?
Thank you. No,
The
we
bright
can do
spot
that.
is
Yeah, we can
it
do
was a
that.
good call from what you thought.
Small, big.
Clubs out there. Wow. I guess I didn't. That ace. Huge.
Yeah, when you said jack high, I thought it was big line up.
Watching a Tri-State Poker live stream from our Tri-State Poker live stream studio right here in downtown Sewell.
Raise 20.
It looks like Women's Sports folded the a6 off under the gun. We got Phil, who raised it up to 20.
And you've got a call from very bottom.
Folds around to Matzo baller, who was big blind. He's going to peel for the 20 with the king table. And good flop for Phil here. He picks up the flush draw. Matzo baller with just a naked king high. If Phil does decide to c-bet here, I'll probably just get it. And yeah, you
That
can
is
just
exactly
c-bet it.
what happened. Yep.
Matzo Baller fresh off the surprise club win on that last hand there. Guy's no good.
And we have an under the gun straddle.
Got some, this kind of poker royalty in here, if you don't know. Professor. Got Tran in seat 1. Champion. You can look that up.
Yeah.
He's proud of you.
Yeah, 2018 and 2020, I believe. Took down 2 titles.
Full
He's
fold.
also a local legend in the cash games.
Raise 30 from Crusher.
Cash game scene and has quite a reputation for being a shark.
Chrissy.
When I found out he was playing today, I was actually excited to see what he does because I know he likes to mix it up and he's not afraid to put some chips out with any 2 cards. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does tonight. I know the dynamic of some of these players are a little bit tighter, and it's going to be interesting to see if he chooses to bluff at the wrong time and might get caught. But it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
So it looks like we have, in this hand, we're going to go around to the cutoff open drink poker with the ace-9 of clubs. We've got 3-bet from Whitman with the ace-10 of spades up to 135. And we got KLA Winnie who flatted the open and then flatted the 3-bet as well. So 3-handed to the flop. And we have 2 players connecting with that ace here. Dream Crusher with backdoor clubs.
190.
The ace-10 in the lead at the moment. And Whitman Whitman Sports, pre-flop 3-better. It is his board to rep. He does have an ace in his hand. He does bet 190.
Dream Crusher makes the call.
Yeah, and that's correct here. Obviously, too early to let go of this ace.
KLA winning there with just backdoor diamonds. Gets out of the way.
Queen of Heart on the turn. Doesn't change anything here for these two players.
250, 250.
Whitman Sports putting out a healthy bet here, 250.
I'll tell you, Andy, the one thing that Queen does is if the board pairs with a 2 or a 4, we basically have a chop pot.
Yeah,
so let's
that's
see what
correct.
happens here. Last card coming, and it's a 6 with diamonds.
Now that is an interesting card.
Absolutely.
Dream Crusher did just flat flop, just flat turn. It is a card he could try to rep if he thinks his ace is no good here.
375.
And Whitman's putting out another chunky bet. 375. Dream Crusher just with a medium ace here.
Yeah, and the sizing all along has been value sizing. I think if you're trying to range Whitman here, he does have an ace. It is an interesting spot, but I don't think you're gonna try to make a guy fold an ace here. Yeah, Dream Crusher makes
That's
the
a
right decision
Good
here.
call, good fold, good fold.
I'm adding on 5 anymore.
It's just gonna cost way too much to try to bluff here, and if I remember correctly from previous streams, I don't think Whitman Sports is gonna like to fold there. So good fold, realizing his 9 kicker was no good.
Straddle.
So turbo's coming?
Dream Crusher, yes.
Kind of handcuffed himself with that 3-bet pre-flop though. Because if he just flats,
And you got
Dream
the
Crusher's going to be
straddle
more apt to get more money in that pot.
from Bob Barrett. Yep.
Nice hair.
I try my best. Raise to 35.
Running totals are across the top there. Whitman Sports up 722 right now.
It looks like we have a straddle on the button. And Whitman Sports from the small blind puts in a raise to 35 with pocket 10. Security comes over the top. He's going to 3-bet it to 80 with the ace queen of diamonds. And we had an ace jack off who just put it in the muck. It's a good fold.
That was a great fold.
And we're back to Whitman Sports who puts in the call. And go heads up to the
See,
flop.
heads up to the flop.
I would if I had a phone. Oh.
And no help to anybody here. King 4-3, 2 hearts. Whitman Sports puts in a checks, and Security is going to put in a c-bet, $100. Whitman Sports calls.
Check.
King on the turn. Now that's an interesting card. It does make it less likely that Security has a king in his hand. Whitman Sports might be gaining some confidence in those 10s, and it does go check on the river as well. Jack of clubs, and Whitman Sports is going to take down the pot. Pair of 10s.
Off to a nice early start, Whitman.
Yeah, that other
Taking down a
that
couple
first
significant
pot
pots.
was really big.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, that was a 3-bet pot pre-flop, and then he got 2 streets of value.
Button
That
straddle.
first-
Button straddle. $10 button straddle.
Still waiting on one player right now.
Fun show gets priority over
Yeah.
Turbo.
Mississippi style. I like it.
Wild Wild West.
No fear, third man in the booth. Davey Stacks ready to take a seat.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Getting a little pre-seated. Check out how the players are playing action right here from the
Yeah.
studio booth with us.
It looks like we have another small button here. $10. So small blind folds, big blind folds, Tran folds. You got Dream Crusher with the King Jack off.
Chrissy folds.
He's gonna raise it up to 40 bucks.
Not there, folks.
Looks like Monteballer already folded that king 9 off.
110.
Now we're on the straddler here, Whitman. We can't see his cards just yet. He put in a 3-bet here. Looks like he made it 110.
Yeah, and then when.
Oh,
he's
these
got it.
kings
Yeah,
too.
he's-
Look at
he's
that.
king.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think every king is already out of the. Not
Yeah,
going
that-
to matter.
That 3-bet takes
Yeah.
it down.
Under the gun straddle. Double straddle.
Little technical assistance from the booth.
Water just being.
Trying to get this sound just right for you, folks.
Make that 3. Get a whole bunch of waters in here. Whole bunch of waters in here, please. When someone gets a
We
second.
got some thirsty bitches in here right now.
We got dope.
So Andy, how many of these players do you think have played together before? I think we recognize some of these players, and
Yeah, I recognize all but I think there's one that I'm not sure, and that's Phil. I don't know if I've ever played with Phil, and I'm not sure I've seen him on the stream yet.
okay.
Is that right?
I feel like
Uncle
Phil's
Dave?
been on the stream.
He has been on the stream.
I feel like he's been on the
Okay.
stream once. Everybody else has been on, excuse me, Trans, first time on the stream.
Right.
Matza Baller, first time on the stream. Turbo, this is who we've been waiting for.
There he
shows
is.
up. Turbo also been on a previous stream.
That's 50 and then fold.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I believe
Tran makes it 200.
KLA Winnie. This is history in the making.
Yeah.
She's officially the first female to
Correct.
be on the stream.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Not the first female we've invited. Just the first female to accept the invitation.
So in this hand here, we got to fold around to the cutoff. Whitman opens to. Whitman opened to pot, and then Tran 3-bet with the 10-8 off, and Tran will take it down. Whitman Sports did put the ace-4 heart in the muck after the 3-bet.
I think we're going to see moves like that from Tran all night long. That's kind of his style right there. He's not afraid to put it in.
Let me know when you're good.
And it's nice. that we're
Probably
now
won't
even-
see him limp too much. if
No,
that's what
there's
you're
not
saying.
going to be a.
Yeah.
800.
Let's give it 20 more hands and then see where that V-pip's at. I'm excited to see that. And it's nice that we're now officially 8-handed.
Not surprised to see Whitman at the top of the aggression charts either. He's definitely been very active, and he was active last stream as
Yep.
well.
Winnie's got the $10 straddle out.
Fold.
Folds around to Kenny Rogers' security detail, who also folds. Tran's going to get out of the way.
Raise to 30.
Dream Crusher. Going to put in the raise.
Calls, heads up.
And when he put in the call, so we got we're heads up to a flop here.
Check.
8-4-3 with 2 diamonds. Dream Crusher flopping a flush draw here. And binks it right on the turn with the 7 of diamonds, which gives Winnie second pair. So let's see how this goes.
5-0.
Yeah, it could be a bad card for Winnie here.
And now we have a raise of
It counts out the bet.
So Dream Crusher checked, it looks like. Or did he bet? Is there chips in front of him?
It
I can't
looks
tell.
like-
It looks like he might have bet and then he got raised here. So he bet 50.
Little bit of acting going on here. Let's see what
When he put in
happens.
the raise.
And he wisely just calls.
They're not going to pitch him unless there's a game 5.
That's what I mean. You
They're
can't
not
hit
going
him.
to pitch him.
Yeah, but then
Queen
you
of
shut
Spades
up.
on the river really doesn't change anything for anybody. Dream Crusher's option here.
So did I.
Assembling some chips.
I promise you some chips will be going into the middle here.
They think it's going to
He's
be
just trying to figure out how much more he can extract.
Ranger coming in.
I thought they were doing that with Yoler.
Yeah, is he on the roster? I don't even know if he is.
Yoler.
And Taiwan Walker too is.
That's why I thought they were like.
They usually have one of them as a backup
450.
for when one of them bombs.
From Crusher.
450.
About having an opener.
Dream Crusher leads out for 450 here.
Yeah, I don't know if Bueller's on the roster.
Yeah, I didn't even think. I'm not a Phillies fan, so I didn't think to look. But
Yeah, that's a a bigger than pot size bet.
I
here
think
on
he
the
wants it to
river.
look a little bluffy.
There must be something wrong with Luis Suarez.
And Nola's like 4 and 9 this year. Or 5
The
and
last
9.
game he
It's
pitched,
not-
he
I know.
looked great,
He did.
but the previous 10, he looked awful.
He looked like the old Nola
He did.
last time he pitched, which is fine.
Winnie
He's
has
a lot of
officially
baseball. He's
gone into the tank.
when he's sharp, he's
Let's
great.
see if she could find
He
a fold.
smacked around this year.
This is like the first time in his career he's missed any time.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
Yes, this is an interesting spot. Like Dream Crusher did put in the raise pre-flop.
Really?
He did call a raise from her on the turn.
You will.
I think she did make the right decision here. Get away, find a
Yes.
fold. The seven's just not strong enough. He does even connect with some queens on the river that could go for value there.
I actually personally think that queen saved her money on the river because it made her fold that much easier.
I think you're right, Davey.
And she's still smiling. Everyone looks like they're having a good time,
Yeah,
which is
everybody-
great.
well, you know what, you can have.
Everybody's having fun.
Turbo just got here, so he's take him a minute. He'll get right into the action. I guarantee you that.
Alright. No, not yet.
And I don't know if you remember from the previous stream, but Dream Crusher started out down big against Koof, if you remember, and he dug himself out of a huge hole by the end of the night. So starting out down isn't something that Dream Crusher's not familiar with doing. It was really impressive the last game, seeing him pull himself back to even. So we'll see if he can keep this momentum going after he just won this last hand and see where he goes from here.
So it looks like we have another button straddle here from Tran. It looks like there might be something going on here in the control room. We got a little bit of a delay.
Yeah,
Maybe
Trent
had it.
Straddle, $10.
That's $10 he had it.
Alright.
We got Nick waiting for something. All right, there we go.
Instead of my button then, okay?
I think it just produces more.
No, it's, all you gotta
Looks
do
like
is-
Tran's got a $10 straddle in.
You're good, you're good.
So Dream Crusher with the ace-5 off. He puts that in the muck.
Matzo
Small
baller folding
blind.
out of turn, no big deal.
Crusher folds.
Yeah, couple.
Winnie raises it up to 30, it looks like.
Yep.
Fold.
Open to 30 with the king 10 off. Folds around to Phil, who picks up pocket 9.
Dan folds.
And he puts in a call. And Tran with a king 4 off here on the button. Let's see what he decides to do. He folds. Our heads up to the flop. We got a queen 7-4.
Check.
No help to anybody. Pocket 9's still best.
Check.
Winnie checks. Phil also checks. We got the jack on the turn. That gives Winnie an open and straight draw. And, you know, she was the opener pre-flop. This is kind of her board to rep with the queen and the jack out there. She does put in a delayed c-bet here, $25. And Phil does call.
Check.
River card, jack of clubs.
Straight down.
Goes check,
And
check.
Goes check, check, and the 9s are good. 9 would have been an interesting river card there. Give Phil a set and complete the straight for Winnie.
I feel like
that could have been a massive pot.
I feel like a bluff was missed there. Winnie had an opportunity to possibly take down that
Yeah,
pot,
I
but
think so.
Is anybody gonna straddle?
Trying to figure out what she's getting called by. It was actually a draw-heavy board. She could have gotten called by
Straddle, $10.
ace-x of heart. Or there were 2 hearts, right?
I know.
And she's obviously still losing to that hand. And so if she puts a bet in, she's obviously going to fold out, you know, all the busted flush draws that have her king 10 beat. There's not a lot of combos for that.
right.
You're good, okay. Is Trent out there?
Secret Service Nick over here. We got a straddle too.
Oh, no, he's good, he's good.
I think a check's appropriate there, though. He could have any queen, could have any jack. She's already beating the 9-10, so if it does go check, check, she actually does win with the king high.
Barry folds, Barry calls, fold all the way to Dan.
$10?
Yes.
So this hand here looks like we see chips in front of Mr. Matzo Baller. And there is a button straddle, it looked like, from Dream Crusher. There's an open from our local Fox News affiliate, Security, with the King Jack off. He's going to make it 30 bucks. We have a call from Dream Crusher on the button. Matzo Baller now gets out of the way after, I guess, he limped to the straddle. And so we finally do see Dream Crusher's cards. He's got the ace-5 offsuit. Flop comes down Jack 10-8, 2 spades.
Dan bets 50.
Connects with Security. He's got top pair with a king kicker. He c-bets $50, and that'll get it. And that's right.
Security set the tone with Dream Crusher earlier, and I think Dream Crusher's going to tread with some caution.
Yeah,
in,
you
in
know,
some of these pots.
If that was a strategy here, if you know that a player is going to try to bluff you, and you pick them off early with a really light hand, it really could take away that part of the game that Dream Crusher wants to use. He may not try to use that again against, we'll see. But he may be far less likely to try to bluff Security here later on in the game because he got called so light that first time.
I really don't want to.
It's for the stream. It's for the
Alright, so
stream.
it's
For the
no,
viewers at
no
home.
button straddle. It's a straddle under the gun.
Just
They're
maybe-
basically-
You can't get in for
No.
less than 10 bucks. so
Yeah, I mean, if it is, I'll do it.
It's
I
not
don't
a
care.
2-5
Yeah,
game.
so it's not.
Then I'm gonna-
Whoever wants to do it, do it under the gun.
And odds are majority
Nick contemplating his
2, 5, 10 mandatory straddle.
his life here before he deals his hand out.
For them.
Semi-mandatory.
Yeah, semi-mandatory.
Which means that sometimes.
Right. It's sometimes.
Okay, looks like we have a straddle under the gun here. Whitman has a $10 out.
$10 anyway.
So Phil's first to act.
I think
Puts
Straddle or
a6
not.
off in the muck.
a handful of hands
Dan
that will,
folds.
that will limp through.
We got Security folds Queen 9 off. Tran with the ace-5 off.
Raise from Tran 30. Fold, fold, fold.
He raised it up to $30.
Fold.
Folds around to Whitman Sports, who's in the straddle here. And he's got 9-7 of clubs. I would expect him to at least put in a call.
We have heads up.
Oh, yeah, I am. Boy, he like this guy.
We will definitely
does.
see a
He does.
flop. Here we go.
Heads up to the flop. Ace right in the window.
Yep.
Check.
Nothing
Ace,
but-
Queen, 3, rainbow. Tran flop and top pair.
And then fold.
Whitman with a backdoor flush draw.
Back,
Yeah.
double back door.
And Tran takes it down with a c-bet.
Bob, you want to give me 10 red?
If you're just joining us, we're playing 2-5 no limit hold'em tonight at the
Yeah,
Tri-State
really.
Poker live stream studio in Sewell, New Jersey.
Under the gun straddle, $10.
Get in that chat so we can talk to you.
It's a semi-mandatory strategy. Semi-mandatory strategy.
We've just been alerted by the booth that it's a semi-mandatory straddle.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna
I was gonna
try to
say,
figure
Andy,
out
what
what
does
that
mean,
means.
Mr. Professor? What does that mean?
It's either mandatory or it's not.
That means one or
so-
two players has decided they don't really feel like straddling the
Yeah.
10. We do have a nice mix of players in there. We got a couple guys that are 1-3 players pretty traditionally that are taking a step up into 2-5, and then we've got a two-time World Poker Tour champion here. So we got players from all different walks of life here and skills. So hats off to them. Oh, here we go. Whitman
Yeah,
Sports
so-
with the Ace King of Diamonds.
100 each.
And so he was in the big blind. It looks like there was a straddle up from Phil,
Folds, action on very bad.
or he limped. I can't tell for sure. Matzo Baller had opened a button here with the Queen 10 off, and Whitman Sports puts in a 3-bet with the Ace King of Diamonds.
And fold.
Discipline from the matzo baller here.
Yes, yeah, it's a good fold.
Whitman Sports are going to take it down with the Ace King.
Yeah, I like opening the button there with the Queen 10 off, but then when you get the resistance,
Under the gun straddle.
you can put that one in the muck pretty comfortably. Looks like we have a double straddle out now. We got security put out the initial straddle. We got Tran with a double straddle up to $20. And we have a raise or a blind raise, or it can't really be a triple straddle because it would have to be 40, I think. And it looks like it's 60 that was put out from Dream Crusher.
Crusher.
Looks like that was a raise. We got Winnie calling
And then fold.
with ace jack off. We still haven't seen Dream Crusher's cards yet.
Fold. Fold. Fold all the way around. Chrissy takes it down.
Folds back around to Dream Crusher, who does fold. So you know, I know it's $60, but I didn't see how big her 3-bet was either. Did you guys realize how big the 3-bet was?
Couldn't tell, but
It was good enough to get it. At whatever Dream Crusher had, I don't think we ever got to see his cards,
Like when we're done, yeah.
but he did put them in the mock.
Keep hearing.
And you know, I think I'm starting to see this already. You know, a lot of players tend to think that women have tighter hand ranges pre-flop. And I noticed that there was a spot where I thought Tran might put in a 3-bet after Winnie had opened and there was a loose flat behind. And Tran elected not to 3-bet. He just put his hand in the muck. And I think these players are playing a little as if they think that Winnie's hand range is tight. And so we'll see if she can use that to her advantage.
well, the interesting
take
thing is
advantage
the
of it.
one time that she's had showdown value so far, she showed pocket aces. So
Yes, and she did show it.
and that was probably there was a little strategy with that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Firsthand, when you're the aggressor, show that you had it. But I do agree with you. Sometimes we think of female players as being a little bit tighter. I happen to play with Winnie quite frequently, and I know she plays higher stakes than this on the regular. So I'm confident she's comfortable at this table. It's going to be interesting to see what she does, you know, as you know, we get deeper and deeper into the session, because I have a feeling she'll probably open up and be a little bit looser than she's right now. Not that she's playing tight. If you look at the cards that she has, she hasn't
Right.
had much other than those aces. But
Got an interesting hand unfolding here.
Yeah.
Tran with pocket tens. Had it all the way to the river with a comes runner 9 for Dream Crusher here. And Tran puts out a bet of 100, and Dream Crusher's going to figure out what he can bump this up to and still get Tran to call.
Yeah, it's an interesting hand. Dream Crusher had opened pre-flop. Tran elected just to call. And then on the jack high flop,
320.
Tran checked and called the C-bet from Dream Crusher.
look at this. We
On
have-
the turn went check check, and now the river 9 is
Dream Crusher raised Tran's bet to 320. Action's back on Tran here. He's trying to piece together what just happened.
this could get interesting real quick.
well. So I think now, and there's not a lot of bluffs in Dream Crusher's range here, having been the opener pre-flop. The hands that he's going to be raising Tran's bet here on the river is just like, there's going to be the ace 9s and the 9x's. There's going to be the jacks full. There's going to be sometimes the 4s and 3s full. So that was a good fold by Tran there on the river. It just doesn't. It feels really funny to get raised there on the river. So it's like Tran has more 9s in his hand range, or so he thinks, and perhaps that's why he why he bet out on the river to get raised there.
You know, sometimes a bet of like that $100 bet on the river, maybe he's just putting that bet out hoping to get called, versus having to make a larger call. If you know what I mean. Little semi bet.
Christy folds.
Let's see what happens here. Lots of bar with the queen 10. Correct me if I'm wrong. Turbo sat down. He hasn't been able to get anything going quite just yet.
Call.
No, he hasn't seen any cards yet. Matzo Baller seems so he limped in here, and he's been doing that a little more often than some of the other guys. We have Tran decides to call from the big blind. Dream Crusher with the straddle out. Now we got two players whose cards we cannot see. Whitman Sports also over limped after Matzo Baller. Still missing his cards, but everybody else, we got a Matzo Baller with a 10 high flush draw.
Tran flops an open-ended straight here and backdoor diamonds. Matzo Baller with a better diamond draw, though.
And it looks like we finally did see Dream Crusher's cards. He didn't connect with anything. Matzo Baller put in a bet on the flop, and everybody folded.
What's your real name? John Demand. It's a stream John Demand Crusher.
Whitman Sports still riding high from that one big hand that he had against Dream Crusher, and then he had that ace king of diamonds where he took it down pre-flop. Other than that, he's been very disciplined. Hasn't been in a lot of hands.
Yeah, he's a big winner so far.
So far, so good
Yeah.
for him.
So we have a straddle under the gun here from Winnie.
Dealer Nick looking good in his bluff everyone dealer polo shirt there.
What'd you say about
Yeah, those polo shirts look so good.
I'm not the old guy.
Yeah, nice and comfortable too, right, Dave?
I gotta tell you, I think that there's such a great variety. You know, I'm a big enthusiast of the bluff everyone line, and I have to say, you know, now that you have the polo shirts and everything, there's something for everyone.
So this hand, we got Whitman Sports opens the hijack here with the king 10 off, and it folds around to Winnie, who has the straddle out, and she's gonna put in the call with king 7 off. So heads up with two king high hands here. Winnie with the king of diamonds. A lot of diamonds on these flops. We
I
got
was
jack
just
3
thinking the
deuce.
same thing, Professor.
Check on the flop. Check on the turn, and then Winnie completes a flush on the river, king high. Let's see how she elects to play this. She does check. Now, she's probably trying to get Whitman to bluff here, and he does. He takes the invitation. She calls. I think with the 4 flush out there, with just the king of diamonds, the call's probably appropriate. Obviously, if she had the ace of diamonds, she'd be going for a check raise there.
I don't think
It
it
was
would
a
have
good-
mattered either way.
It was a
'cause
good check on the
Yeah.
river. I think she realized that he didn't have anything, and the only way to get any value was to have him turn his hand into a bluff.
Sure.
And she got an extra $40 for it.
I thought you were talking about you having jack high flush.
No, I'm glad you said flush.
That's why I was like, flip him over. And I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, flip him over. Right, yeah. Card
You
flush.
said flush.
Nuts.
Right,
Yeah,
I
he
said
went
jack
for
high, I
flush.
was embarrassed and I showed my bluff.
Looks like they're trying to convince Matzo Baller to put the straddle out there, and it looks like he did.
Alright, straddle under the gun.
I guess that's what the semi-mandatory means.
PPP. Poker peer pressure.
Yeah, there you go.
Fold.
We played
Fold.
together last Wednesday night.
Fold.
I flopped the 7.
So folds around.
Oh yeah, that was you.
Everybody's still folding. We got Tran on the button with ace 7 of hearts. He will not be folding this.
Bumps it up to 30.
Every teeth the board pairs up, 100%.
And Dream Crusher with the 5-6 of clubs. He may get interested here. He might go for a 3-bet. Yeah, there it is.
120 from
We have a 3-bet to $120 from Dream Crusher with the 6-5 of club. We got Winnie folding the ace 8 off. We got Matzo Baller folding. I don't think we saw what the hand was, but back to Tran now with the ace 7 of heart. Wouldn't be surprised to see him peel here, and he does.
See a flop now.
Mandatory button straddle, so everybody's happy.
And Tran with the nut flush draw here.
Okay.
And Dream Crusher with a pair of 5s. And there's a reason for both players to like this flop here.
that's 80.
When you do 3-bet the 6-5 of club out of position, you know, pairing a card and then having the other card on the board paired like that, gotta feel like your 5 might be good. It's a C-bet from Dream Crusher and a call from Tran. Tran pairs his ace on the turn.
Ace of clubs.
And
Both players now have
Dream
a flush
Crusher
draw.
picked up a flush draw. This is going to get interesting.
Nut flush draw versus nut flush draw. Top pair for Tran. Bottom pair for Dream Crusher.
It's the kind of river made for a live stream right here. Let's see what happens.
So Dream Crusher bet the turn here, 450. And Tran calls the 450, and we're going to a river. Let's see what we got.
Hello.
Deuce of hearts.
Hello, Deuce of Hearts.
So Tran now with the nut flush. This is a board that can get Dream Crusher into a lot of trouble. He was a 3-better pre-flop. It is a king ace board. It hits his range a lot more than it hits Tran's range. Don't be surprised if we
He
see
let out
him.
for 450 on the Ace of Clubs turn. I mean, there's a lot of things
yeah.
here.
Don't be surprised if Dream Crusher comes in with a jam.
And he does.
He jammed. And this is not a snap call from. I think it's going to be really hard to get him to fold. I think Tran will find a call here, but this is not an auto call. This is not an auto call at all. Dream Crusher, yep, and he did put in the call, and he will win the pot with a nut flush, and Dream Crusher got caught. And I like the try from Dream Crusher. It's hard to know that your opponent has a nut flush there, and it's just a hand you're never going to be able to blow him off. Considering the action, I think it's a good spot to bluff from Dream Crusher. He ended up with just a 5, which is not going to be good at showdown the way this hand played out.
I thought you miscounted.
So good attempt. Didn't work out this time. He ran into the buzzsaw, and Tran with a monster pot is going to now take over the lead from Whitman Sports.
You know, I actually want to pay a compliment to Tran for not snap calling and actually stopping for a minute with the paired board and analyzing the hand and saying to himself, you know, I don't have the nuts here. I have the nut flush, but it is a paired board. There are cards that beat me. He did take a minute and think before he made the call. Sometimes when you make a flush on the river like that, you can get excited and just snap off. But, you know, he took his time, and I think we all knew he was going to make the call. But
Yeah, I think so too. The pot was too big, and when you have the nut flush there, I mean, remember they put the 450s in on the turn, so like that's 900 right there. But what a big pot for Tran.
yeah, it helps when you've earned over $2 million in lifetime earnings in World Poker Tour.
Sure, absolutely.
Makes calls like that a little bit easier.
Now, just so in case we're missing another hand here, and I'm sure we may be, there are some technical difficulties at the moment. Here in the booth, we are not getting the feed from the table at the moment. So we're going to try to get that technical difficulty fixed for you guys. And there we go.
We're
back. So now we have a straddle from Turbo here. And Tran is going to open the cutoff with the Queen 4 diamonds. And Turbo with the 10-8 of heart in the straddle, he's going to put in the call. So we're going to see a flop heads up. King 5 deuce 2 hearts. Turbo
Great
flops
flop.
a flush draw.
Great flop for Turbo here. Let's see what happens.
We have check on the flop.
25.
Wouldn't have been surprised to see Turbo lead here on the turn. He does check. Tran now puts in a delayed seat bet of $25. And no, I'm sorry, that was not correct. Turbo did lead, and he took the pot.
No, I believe it was Tran made about a 25, and then Turbo raised it to 100.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes, that's what
Okay.
happened. And then it was
Gotcha.
an insta
So
fold.
it's a
by Tran.
check raise.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Nothing wrong with that snap fold right there. You know you're behind, and you get check raise at that more often than not.
Yeah, pretty much. When can we start doing pop-ups? Just so we can...
Yeah, in poker we like to keep our decisions easy, and when we get check raised on the turn and we're looking at queen high, no pair, no draw, yeah, we like to find ourselves in that situation. At least that's an easy one. Just put it in the muck.
Dream crusher, crush.
He had a dream and it was crushed.
And was there 7 out there too?
No, he
No,
ripped
just
it.
need to set five.
On a pair of boards. Phil folds, Dan folds.
Okay.
Trent makes it 30.
So this hand here, we got a straddle from Whitman and a raise from Tran with the queen 10 off in the cutoff. We got Winnie is gonna peel from the button with the queen 7 of heart.
Matzo baller, 6
Matzo
to 30
baller,
bucks
king
in
10
there
of club.
too.
And giving Whitman a fantastic price. He's gonna peel with the jack 6 off. And we got 2 aces and a 9, rainbow.
15.
Yeah, matzo baller with some backdoor clubs, and he's going to lead out 15, which is, in all likelihood, just going to fold everything out. He's going to take down this pot. Oh, not quite. We got Tran coming in. It is a very small bet.
Terrible bet.
15
15 into 125.
And they both pair their 10s on the turn. So now,
5-5.
now it's going to get a little interesting. Matzo baller bets again. We got 55 now. Now he makes a more of a real bet. Still on the small side.
Total blank on the river.
55.
Matzo ballers are going to take this down unless
Yeah.
Tran's got some tricks up his
And,
sleeve.
and this is likely just a call from Tran, and Matzo baller is going to...
Call.
Yep, and Tran does put in the call. This is one of those spots where I think Tran wants that flop bet back, and he wants to not call that 15. I know it was a very small bet from Matzo baller, but it's just one of those spots where, like, too many people saw the flop. 2 aces and a 9. I mean, yeah, okay, if he's got a 9, I have a queen 10, I could hit a queen, I could hit a 10, but just calling that suspiciously small 15 on the flop is just going to get you into trouble more often than not. And this time, that 10 was a tricky card on the turn. It connected with both of them, and we got a king 10 versus a queen 10, and value town.
You have a 10 on the flop, right? And then you can raise it.
Definitely say matzo baller got max value there in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, the suspiciously small sizing ended up working to his advantage at the end because, and he kept doing it. Had he gone too big at any point in time in that hand, Tran's probably going to put him on an ace and just fold.
Right.
Fold, fold.
So this one folds around to the small blind here. We have Turbo raising it up to, it looks like maybe 35.
35.
And Whitman Sports with the ace 9 of diamonds calls, and Phil also calls from the straddle. 3-way to a flop. 7 high board connects with no one. We got a couple backdoor heart draws, and we got a backdoor diamond draw.
And check all around.
Checks through.
Ooh, this could get
Another
interesting
heart.
now.
Yeah, we got the nut flush draw and the second nut flush draw.
40.
We do have a gut shot for Whitman Sports as well.
Action on Phil. Fold.
Or no, sorry, no we don't.
Turbo call.
No, we do not.
Heads up.
But he's the one who bets. He gets called by Turbo, who had the nut flush draw. The king nine flush draw actually folded. Paired the queen on the river for Turbo. He checks.
75.
And this is one where he's just going to set up the bluff here. He's going to check to Whitman. Whitman's going to bet. And this is, I think, going to be just a call here. Yep. Pretty easy call there, I think. And Turbo with a nice pot. So I've noticed a couple times now as well that players, maybe they watched the prior stream, they're actually setting Whitman up, and we'll see if he can adjust. It seems like they're setting him up to try to bluff them, and he's taking the bait, and he's putting out the bluffs. So we'll see if he adjusts to that.
I know.
We saw Winnie do it earlier, and we saw.
Hello, right?
Yes.
All right, well, so here we got our first bomb pot of the night, and it looks like it's going to be a $10 bomb pot.
Juicy. PLO double board bomb pot. Here we go. This is where dreams are
I
made
can already hear Steve. I got it.
and crushed.
I actually call this my kryptonite. I try to avoid these like the plague, but I love watching them. I'll tell you that right now.
Good time for a bathroom break if you don't want to lose your whole stack. Not for our viewers. Don't you go anywhere. This will be one of the better hands probably.
Tell Steve to suck it.
It's good to see security playing a bomb pot here.
Normally that would be a break time for Kenny Rogers security.
Yeah, you should be able to pile them. And if they're not reading, they'll let me know.
We have a full house for Tran on the first board.
Can you encourage a little bit?
This is a double board bomb pot. There will be a second board, and it looks like he's going to pair his jack on the second board.
The top board is Jack of Club, Ace of Heart, Jack of Diamond. Oh, okay. Alright, bottom board.
We have his flush draw for him on the second board as well, and a gut shot straight draw with the ace 10.
I think our dealer Nick.
We have the nut flush draw on the second board for Matzo Baller, also with a gut shot ace 10. He's actually double gutted. He's got the 10-8 as well. Tran
Alright, it checks
basically
all
locking
the
up that
bottom.
top board though,
That's 40.
with the full house.
Can you slide the first board up and put the other one on there? Does that work still?
Yeah, Jack on the bottom board.
In there.
The checks around to
Knows
Matzo Baller, who puts in a bet of 40.
Then fold,
And he's got the pair of aces on the top board, and then he's got pretty good hand on the bottom board with the double gut shot and the nut flush draw. I would expect Dream Crusher and Winnie to fold here. Neither one has much of anything. So it looks like it's going to be heads up with Tran and Matzo Baller. Tran goes for the check raise,
And Barry calls.
which is actually really smart given his hand. He knows he's got the one board basically locked up, but he can still win the other board.
Nah,
And even against the better drawing hand of Matzo Baller on that other board, Tran still has that jack. If that jack holds up,
The turns coming out.
he could get a scoopy here.
yeah, the first. Yeah,
Matzo
first-
Baller does
first-
put in the
first
call.
card's gonna go here, second card here.
That's all.
That's all. That's all we're gonna do.
He knows. He's
Tran
grown.
basically free rolling this if you think about it.
Yep. And they both hit. So right now it's a quarter situation. Tran is going to win 3/4 of this pot. Matzo Baller is going to get 1/4, assuming he sticks around. But having the nut straight on the one board with the nut flush draw is going to be really hard for Matzo Baller to get away. So Tran's just got him. Tran's just got him here. Unless that spade comes out. If that spade comes out, it's the only way Matzo Baller doesn't get quartered, and they're going to end up chopping.
50-50 split, yeah.
Yeah.
Tran needs to make this pot as big as he possibly can, essentially knowing that if the quarter holds up, he's got
Yeah.
75%.
So we have a bet of 400 and a call from Matzo Baller. And I would expect the river, if it doesn't fill the flush, or even if it does, just to go bet call.
8 of diamonds.
And the rivers do not change anything.
Nope.
So Tran should just, he's going to bet. I think that's a pot size bet. And Matzo Baller snaps it.
Ace 10 straight.
And he's going to get quartered.
And he's going to get quartered.
You got the ace 10 too then.
Ace 10,
Jack.
and
I think it's safe to say right now that Tran is sun running. Last 20 minutes, he's been
That's not a chop, guys.
it's 3/4.
They're talking about a chop.
Yeah, Nick's got to figure this out. We got to trust that man. Is he going to get it right? Is he making 3 piles, 4 piles?
He's counting Matzo Baller's stack. He's gonna get that same amount from Tran. He'll get it right.
Do it the old fashioned way. Do the old fashioned way.
And this is exactly why I avoid these
Yes.
double board bomb pots. If
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
it's
have the-
it's hard to fold the nuts on one board, and you know nobody can fault Matzo Baller here. He just had the whole universe on that other board. He had the double gut shot and the nut flush draw. He drills the straight on the turn, and yet he's still getting quartered. But that's bomb pots for you.
That's what you said, 520.
I gave you 560.
And Tran now definitely the big winner at the moment. He was the big winner coming into this pot so far, and now after quartering Matzo Baller for his stack, it's only getting better for
I
Tran.
mean, Trent should have about what, $1,600 here.
There's green on the bottom.
Yeah.
And we're seeing some piles. Let's make sure Nick's getting this right.
Now. Everybody sees it.
So he's going to ship one half to Tran now,
Right.
and then he's going to take that other half and split that into two
Correct.
piles.
And that's the right way to do it. That way there's no confusion. Everyone understands what's happening. Easiest way to prevent mistakes.
And that was much better, Nick. Much better. Well done. Excellent.
Almost went to my car. It's close.
And just like that, Tran has
You don't need to find one more with-
a big lead on everyone else.
Do you know what the buy-in for this game was, Davey?
2,000.
2,000. So now he's up 1,900 already. Good start. Still early,
Yeah, single board.
but fantastic start for him.
Like a dog.
Definitely a rough start for Dream Crusher.
And then under the gun.
Keep in mind, Dream Crusher had a very similar situation in the previous live stream, and he dug his way back.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see if he can do it again. He's not afraid to commit his entire stack on any one hand. So he does have the ability to get unstuck very quickly.
You got the under the gun straddle?
So we have a straddle up this hand from security.
Why don't you ask Justin where the workers are?
The shades and the Bryce is Right shirt.
Double straddle 20. Double straddle 20.
Fox News hat.
Yeah, I mean, this guy just comes in. He comes in a Halloween
Double
costume.
straddle 20. Yeah.
So it looks like we actually have a double straddle, and I don't know why this keeps happening. That looks like $60 in chips to me. Was it another raise or a blind raise? Because another straddle would have been 40, I would think. But we definitely have at least a double straddle here from Tran. We have $60 in front of Dream Crusher. Okay, that was probably just an open with the ace-10 of heart. We have Winnie who flats with the 5-6 of heart. Folds around to Tran, who was the double straddler. Don't be surprised if he peels here, and he does with the 10-7 off.
You good?
And three-handed to a flop. And this could get interesting. We have the King Queen 9, 2 hearts, Dream Crusher with a gut shot and a nut flush draw. KLA Winnie with a smaller flush draw here. Now, you know, Tran does have a gut shot as well with a jack.
Actually,
But that will not be the nut straight. We have a bet from Dream Crusher, and what a fold from Winnie. Winnie just folded on the flop?
wow, that is a disciplined fold. I don't know that I could make that fold there. I would have paid to see one more card.
I would appeal to try to hit my flush, especially against an opening hand. It's going to be a lot of kings, king X's, queen X's that are c-betting flop. Oh, no, she did call. She
Oh,
didn't
she did
fold.
call?
Yeah, we had a little technical error there, guys. Sorry. So Winnie also called with the 6-5 of heart. Tran Tran raised it? Wait, something's not right.
Check.
I got to be honest with you guys. I'm not sure what's going on in this hand. The technical difficulties messed up my brain for a second.
Well, action's on Tran.
And check.
He checks it over to Dream Crusher. Dream Crusher checks. Checks over to Winnie. She checks.
Okay,
Whoever
so
brings
checked
us a
around
nine
on
of
the
spades.
turn. And that's interesting. Nobody got anywhere. Everybody ended up with nothing. So if it does check through, Dream Crusher will win the pot. But now we got to look for the possibility somebody's going to turn their busted draw into a bluff. Let's see if Winnie can pull the trigger. And she does. Fantastic.
500.
Very good poker instincts here from Winnie. Knowing that the way the action has gone, all that money going in on the flop, and then check, check, turn, check, check, river to her. She's gonna put out a bomb bet,
Now
and
Tran's
this should
folded,
get it.
and it's over to Dream Crusher, and he hasn't folded yet.
Yeah, he hasn't folded yet, and he may find a call, but I do like the bet.
I respected that.
Yeah, even if he does find a call here, it's definitely a good bet, no doubt. It's certainly not an easy call.
I'll tell you what, it makes it a lot harder knowing he's already rebought. It's a little bit easier to make the call if you're Tran and you're up almost 2K. Looks like Dream Crusher's going to take his time here, analyze the hand.
He's got to think of all the busted flush draws she can have.
Exactly. What could she have? What a bold play.
He's got to figure for some kind of King X, if not King X of Hearts. And his cards are, he's doing the old wash them around here.
Yeah,
which to me always says
this is
fold.
really
This is
really it's a tough call. Let's see what happens. It's
He's saving
he does
face
Wow,
with
that
the
is
Hollywood.
amazing.
Absolutely.
very
You
good
want to
bluff.
talk about being lucky that you don't hit your flush. If she hits her flush, she's basically stacked there. What an amazing turn of events. Great job by KLA Winnie. And just like that, she's second in chips. And here we are talking about how female poker players have a reputation for being tight.
Well,
And I think she had everyone at the table fooled there. Did she show?
No.
Professor?
No, she didn't. But that's exactly that's an exploit for her. Like she can take advantage of it if these guys are going. And I think she already noticed it early on that these guys were playing tighter against her because they think she has a tighter range. So she's taking advantage of that fact, and she's exploiting them. She's exploiting their misreading her because they think she's playing tighter than she is, and she's taking advantage
I've got to
of
tell you,
that.
I loved the move. I think it took courage. The only thing I didn't like is that she didn't show it. I wish she had showed it to let everyone know that she is capable of putting out that bluff. She would have earned the respect of everyone at the table. I know what you're gonna say. You don't want to give too much away, but in that spot right there, I think since some of these people haven't played with her before, I would have loved to have seen it. It would have been great for the stream.
Yeah.
I think at this point in time in the stream, she wants to protect her,
Sure.
protect her image.
I think she wants to keep that exploit
For
live.
sure.
If she tables the 6-5 there, she loses that exploit. She
After
loses,
the break,
she
when
loses
we come
the
back
ability
towards
to
the end
take
of the stream,
advantage
if she's up, she'll start showing some bluffs.
Yeah.
Sure. Regardless, that was a
Great bet.
Yeah, great bet.
Great
Let's see
bet.
what's going
So-
on now, Professor.
So it looks like we got a limped pot here. There was a straddle up, maybe even a double straddle. So we're three-handed for $20 a piece. We got Dream Crusher with the 9-5 off, paired the 9. Matzo Ball with the Queen 10 off, flopped in just 2 overs to the board on the flop. But now he just turned, it was checked through on the flop. He turned and opened in a straight draw. And it looks like he put some chips out there. He's going to bet 35 on the turn. This is Matzo Baller. Dream Crusher had, what's the position here? Is he in position? Where's that button? Okay, yeah, he check called. And then on the river, he checks again. Matzo Baller missed his straight, checks back. And Dream Crusher is going to take the pot with a pair 9.
Two 5 no limit hold'em from the Tri-State Poker Live Stream Studios. You got Uncle Dave and the Professor joined tonight by Davey Stacks in the booth. What's going on, everybody? We got some people in the chat. 52 Pickup says looks like a great time. Neighbor Tom's in the chat. Sounds and looks good. Thank you, Neighbor Tom, and congratulations to Caitlin on her wedding this weekend.
At the table, so I'm not yet.
That's Neighbor Tom's daughter, in case you were wondering.
So Winnie here under the gun, first act after the straddle, picks up the king queen off. She's going to open to 30. Matzo baller folds the ace-9 off. Folds around to security, who puts in the call with pocket sixes.
And just like that.
Tran picking up kings here.
Raise to 150.
And the rich get richer? Question mark.
155.
This is
Tran
the-
with the 3-bet to, and look at this. He picked Dream Crusher with the ace jack behind, and if he's been paying attention, Tran's 3-betting range has been wide so
and
far.
I can't.
But he did
believe-
find a
yeah,
fold.
He found the fold.
And so did Winnie.
And
na-
so
and
did
now-
Kenny Rogers Security.
Wow, that's that's gotta feel awful right now. It's like you have a wide 3-betting range generally in this game, and you're I mean at least he's up. He's up a ton, so he's doing great. But you really want to get some action with those kings. It feels funny when those hands are out there too. I mean the ace jack, the king queen, and everybody just knew you had it this time or didn't want to fight with you. For whatever reason, for one reason or another. But another nice little pot for Tran.
Fold. Fold. Phil makes a 30.
So we have an open from Phil with the 5-4 offsuit, $30 on Winnie's straddle. You have security coming along, makes a call with the 9-8 of clubs.
Calls. Three-way action.
And Winnie's gonna see the flop with the ace-6 of spades. 3-way to the flop.
Check. Check.
And we can't see what okay, there we go. It's 6-7-9, all hearts.
Welcome.
Security flopping top pair, bottom pair for Winnie. And a gut shot, open-ended straight for Phil.
And the only heart with the
only
4 heart.
yeah.
And a backdoor flush draw.
Fold.
Well, that would be the regular flush draw there with the 4. But
Yeah.
Dude, like what? One sip.
and it looks like security just took that pot, right?
There's only 2 left, guys. I'll get one.
It looks like we're passing around some waters. Some of the players getting thirsty.
You take it. You take it.
They're getting parched. The air's kind of dry in there, you know? Yeah.
All the heat from those studio lights.
Yeah. You know, a lot of bodies.
Yeah, take it, and then we'll get the next 2.
We get a shot.
Yeah, pass some waters around. Yeah, everybody take a sip.
Alright, straddle.
Hydration.
Stop. Pressure.
Hand number 27.
I'm dead serious. It's not like you ever get it in really, really bad or something.
Our dealer Nick getting hand number 27 out here.
Just having to go bonfire.
If you're looking for some nice
Nuts on one.
Thursday afternoon action,
I was getting quartered.
Rivers Casino
I knew you had a huge hand on the jackboard. That
has a really good game on Thursday afternoons. It starts around 11 a.m.
30 from left.
Might want to check
Fold,
that out.
fold.
It's a match to stat game.
Try and fold.
Goes every Thursday, 11 a.m.
Kristen
only
calls.
because this is a famous player's hand. I'm
Women's Sports opens this one to 30 on Matzo Baller straddle. We got Winnie who calls with the pocket deuces, and Matzo Baller, who's already got 10 out there, calls the 20 with the queen 6 off. And look at this, Winnie flopping a set of deuces. Nobody else really connected with anything, unfortunately for her. But let's see, you know, if she plays it right, maybe they can catch up.
He checked it over to Matzo Baller.
And
he
Whitman
checks it over to
Sports
Whitman.
puts in a C-bet with a 9-8 off. And Winnie just calls, very smart on this rainbow board too, and she turns a full house.
Straight binks that king here.
Checks again. I like this.
Whitman
And-
can't
and-
love it, but
And again, this is that we noticed players doing this with Whitman specifically. I guess maybe they had studied up on that last time he played. They seem to be setting him up to bluff them, and here it is again. And he's taking the bait again.
Yes.
And the river card is a 6 of clubs.
it's a total blank.
And let's see if she can check one more time. I do think Whitman has to fire. He's only got 9 high. He's been called twice. He may just give up, But if he does find a check back, it is giving up. There's no value to be had by betting. So let's see if she can check one more time. With a hand like this, I think it's really important to check, but
She's got 475 in the pot. She's grabbing for a stack of chips
yeah.
here. This looks like about a $250
Well,
bet coming in.
If she does believe Whitman for a hand, she may not want to let it go check if he has a hand. Like, remember, he did open, and he bet both streets. I mean, the only hand you really want to bet into here is if you think he has a hand like jacks or queens or tens, because the king's going to bet if he does have a king, and all his bluffs are going to bet. So that's one of the reasons I think I prefer going for the check there. And it almost took away like the strategy we were talking about before, where they seem to be letting Whitman hang himself. But nonetheless, very nice pot.
Put out a little 550 bet, and Whitman
folded.
did a little camera timing and got out of there.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yo, I was looking around. You don't gotta take it off.
Nah,
Any straddles.
Now I feel like
I don't want no controversy.
Now I feel like an asshole.
They said next Thursday. I said yes, next Thursday.
Steve says much better.
See, I just want to make Steve happy. He's my poker mentor, and making him happy is what I live for.
Fold.
So now we got Turbo with a $10 straddle out there, and folds around to Tran, who also folds. Oh, sorry, we got security in front of Tran. He actually made it $30 with the king queen off.
Call, three-way.
Matzo Baller comes in with the 10-9 of diamonds, and Turbo, because he's already got 10 in there, he's gonna peel with the 9-6 off.
Check.
I have an ace-high flop. This is a good flop for security. His hand range, he can just put in a c-bet, and he's likely to just get it. And it looks like that's what happened here.
Couple of instant folds, and he's going to
Yeah.
take this one down.
And security takes it down.
Straddle under the gun.
Upcoming stream games. 5, 10, 25, no limit hold'em. Going to be a big one, kids. October 28th. That game is full with backup secured. Feel free to email Steve or Justin, get on the backup list for that. And then on November 11th, looks like it's going to be our inaugural 5-10 PLO live stream. 4 cards all night.
Fold. You good.
Again, that's November 11th for the 510 PLO live stream. We are looking for some players. A couple of open seats. A couple of reserve player spots still available.
So this hand we got an open from Dream Crusher with the 7-4 heart.
Call.
We got a call from Matzo Baller in the small blind with pocket fours.
Players.
Turbo in there with the queen 9 off, and Whitman Sports calling from the straddle with the ace deuce of spades. And flop, we have Dream Crusher with a flush draw, Turbo with a gut shot. We got Whitman Sports with the backdoor spades, and Matzo Baller still with his pair of fours.
Okay. Okay, cover that. And it checks all the way around. Going to the turn.
And checks all the way around. We got a 10 of diamonds on the turn.
25. Done.
And we got Matzo Baller with a $25 bet on the turn here.
Yeah, 25. Turbo call.
It's going to get called by Turbo with the gut shot.
See if anybody decides they want to raise that. Another smaller sizing on the turn here from Matzo Baller. And everybody just calls. We did get the ace deuce did fold. But,
there it is.
and there's
Dream Crusher
the
catches his heart here. 3 of hearts on the river.
He needed to catch a break, and
And Matzo Baller just bangs it right out for 200.
Yes.
yeah. Now Matzo Baller goes really big. That's a pot size bet. And unfortunately for him, Dream Crusher does have the flush here, and he's not going to be in any mood to fold a flush.
I can't imagine he's just calling here. I have a feeling he's going to...
No, he's just going to call with a 7 high flush with a paired board. I don't think raising's an option. He just wants to think it through, make sure it doesn't make any sense for Matzo Ball to have too many full houses here, but he's going to flick in the call. Yeah.
All in.
And did he jam? No. Oh, he really did. Okay, Davey, you're right.
Well, I do play with him
Yeah.
quite frequently, and
You
I
had
know
it
his
right.
style of play, and calling is
He
not an
actually
option for
jammed.
him. So if he's putting the chips out, he's putting the chips out.
Bomb pot?
Again, sometimes when you crush that flush on the river, you forget that there's a paired board, like I had said earlier. It happens. But
I mean,
it's nice to see him get some money.
Yeah,
back
no,
here.
definitely nice to see him get a win. I'm definitely a little surprised still that he went for all of it. But well, actually, you know what? It looks like Matzo Baller didn't have a ton behind, and maybe that's why. If Matzo Baller didn't have a lot of money behind, then he can jam there pretty comfortably.
That way the same person isn't always the button. It rotates still.
Christie,
Oh, it does
I just-
rotate.
yeah, I
Okay,
just need
okay.
your
If it was on Steven the
I
first.
don't remember what Matzo Baller
So that's why the bottom left.
initial buy-in was,
I didn't notice it either.
but it looks like he's down to about 300 behind. 195. He's got about 200 behind right now.
And it looks like we're gonna play our second bomb pot of the night. Another $10 bomb pot.
I got to say, a shout out to the production crew. They've done such a good job with making this so easy to follow for everyone at home. I mean,
I was just expecting
the amount of effort that goes into this, you don't realize unless you're behind the scenes. But, you know, the crew's doing a great job here.
Our crack production crew over in the other room.
Yeah.
Dream Crusher.
They do a great job.
Bomb pot, but
Phil, show your cards on the card.
So we're still waiting for some hands to populate here, but we see a couple of open-ended straight draws on that first board there with the King 7-8, or whatever. Maybe we call that the second board. We have some flush draws
Phil,
on the top board here with the clubs. We have a lot of flush draws on that one. We do have the nut flush draw as well with Matzo Baller, who also paired the queen on that board and paired his 7 on the other board.
Matzo Baller had the nut flush draw on that last one too, and I think he's got a bad taste in his mouth from
Yeah.
there.
50.
Yep.
Fold, call, fold. Action on Christie.
I'm trying to see if there's any other really big hands out.
Got a set of 3s for Tran on the top board.
Okay,
Calls
there we go.
and turbo folds.
Gut shot on the bottom board as well for Tran. 5, give him a straight to the 8.
So we got 3 players that are going to see the turns here. Matzo Baller bet 50, Whitman Sports bet 50, and the other 2 called on the flop. Turn cards, we have the Ace of Heart and the Deuce of Spade. Checks around. Jack of Heart and 8 of Heart on the rivers.
Whitman's got a
Yeah, we have
Broadway up top and 2 pair down below,
Yeah,
and I think that's going to scoop.
yeah, kings and 8s, and then the Broadway, and goes check, check, and looks like it checked through. And Whitman's gonna table his hand, and he's gonna scoop.
Straight and pair of kings.
You're gonna win. I got that all.
Straight and pair of kings.
Scoopy. Nice hand.
That's a long expected on that one.
That was a far less eventful bomb pot than the first one. Also a lot quicker to clean up and get to the next hold'em hand.
Dream Crusher at the top of the aggression frequency chart here. Picking up right where he left off last stream.
The button. Everybody gets a button, and you must show your hand to win. the last person who has a chip.
Oh, it looks like Nick's got some Nick game buttons
normally
in his
they're like
hand.
$5 or $10, whatever, to each player. But unless you guys are gonna do for food, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down to do that. That
I mean, I'm
sounds
down for it, sure.
Is it official? Do we have agreement? Is
Little stand-up
everybody
game,
in?
little stand-up game?
fun.
Now he put him back.
I think Matzo Baller's
Yeah.
a little short stack to be
somebody,
playing any extra money games here.
somebody didn't want to play.
I'll have two of those.
She wants to know, do you have any eel in there?
Keep some Chinese food. I'm down for that.
Alright.
I'd rather just play for like 10 because I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, fill the straddle. Alright.
Cause like I mean, it's 60 or 70 bucks. That'll probably cover the pizza.
So we have a straddle out
So,
It's the same
from
thing.
Phil.
but we're just doing it for the 10.
So we'll do it
Explain
for
it
them.
again. 'Cause
Alright.
Security's going to be first act here.
So, are we getting buttons or?
Looking down at the Yum Yum 7-3
Whoever the last
suited.
person wins to win
That's
a
right.
hand has to pay.
So
Last
And you have to show your-
everybody's gonna get a chip.
Okay.
You have to win.
Does he not
No,
know
it's
actions
on
on
the
him?
next
The goal is to get
It'll
rid
be
of the
after.
chip.
So if you win a hand,
Now
you
he
chip
does.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
have
you
to
have to
show.
show your hand.
You have
You
to
have to
show.
show.
That with those glasses on.
Yeah, if they
As long as you show your hand.
Tran with pocket sevens.
You just wanna be, you don't
He's
wanna
He's going to
be
open
blind.
this up.
Gotcha, alright.
The
We
goal
got to
is
raise
get rid
to
of it, and the last
45.
person standing has to pay.
It does not, yeah, I got it.
Got it.
Has to pay everybody what, $10?
Yeah.
Dream Crusher never met an ace he didn't like, but it looks like he let
He
it go.
did fold it, yeah. The ace-9 off.
Is
Money
it just
over.
me, or does it seem like Dream Crusher seems to be staying away from Tran a little bit the last couple of hands, if you've noticed?
Yeah, he probably feels a little snake bit about the hand where he bluffed into the flush on the river there. Okay.
That's
Gotcha.
what happens when you eat eel. That's what Steve said. Alright,
So it looks like Tran just got everybody to fold through. Nobody came along, and he took down the blinds in the straddle.
Yes, Dan.
So we have word from the control room. It is official. We are playing the Nick game. You guys will see those blue buttons the players are getting, and they're just going to be keeping those visible to the other players. On the screen, there's also going to be some notation on the players' names at the top. That's going to let us know
We'll get a little
players
dot
no
next to their
longer-
name.
which players no longer have their button and which players still do. For those of you who don't know how the Nick game goes, when a player wins a pot, as long as they expose their hole cards, that will be good enough for them to be able to get rid of their button. The last player who has a button in front of them has to pay out a certain amount to each of the other players. So the goal is to win a pot, show your hand, and get rid of your button, and not be the last one stuck with a button.
And traditionally, it's approximately 5 times the big blind, so you would assume that it would be a $25 bounty per player for this?
Traditionally, yeah, I think last time we kept it, there was a lot of $10
Okay.
games. We'll get some confirmation on how much we're playing for here on the stand-up game, the Nick game.
So you'll see everyone has a dot next to their name because this is the first hand, so no one could have their dot removed, but whoever wins this hand will be the first one with the dot removed.
So folded around to Winnie in the hijack, who opened to 30, and Turbo picking up ace-king on the button.
Bumps it to 115.
Yeah.
Over to Whitman.
And Whitman looking interested, hasn't folded yet with the queen jack of heart. And this is what the Nick game can do. It's very interesting because if he thinks that Turbo is just trying to get rid of his button here by 3-betting, that queen jack suited doesn't look so bad.
And then Phil's going to
yeah,
look down at
Phil,
pocket
yeah.
nines
Yeah,
here.
this could get interesting.
It's a juicy hand already. I could see it. I could see it unfolding.
I wouldn't be shocked, especially I wouldn't be shocked if we see a 4-bet here from Phil.
Even out of position. Being
Even out of
early like
position.
this.
Yeah. So it was
Wow.
he actually folded. It was a button 3-bet from Turbo. If you think with the Nick game especially, if you think Turbo's being a little more aggressive, it's not a bad spot to put in a 4-bet there. Especially-
9 right on
especially
the
with
flop.
Whitman flatting behind.
Phil just got punished with
Yep.
flopping
Look at his face.
top set. That's
So
gonna
So we have a
sting.
gut shot for Whitman Sports. Nobody has a club, so this could freeze the action a little bit. It could slow guys down here. We got Whitman checked it over to Turbo, And Turbo checks behind, and we got a jack on the turn. Whitman taking a commanding lead here on that jack. Check, check, and a river, a queen. He makes two pair, but again, nobody with a club.
Nobody with a club, nobody with a 10.
And there is the
club on the river
added
would've shut-
incentive to bluff.
Would have shut the
too.
set of 9s down pretty hard.
Fucking good, man. That was
So.
It's at 125.
So Whitman checked, and Turbo is going to bluff at it, and that's
You would think.
to be expected. I don't think he thinks Ace High can win at showdown here.
Call.
And he gets called by the two pair, and Whitman's gonna win the pot and get rid of his nit button.
Gotta tell you, that was a great call right there.
Yeah, it's not the easiest call.
Nah,
with
four
a
clubs.
four liner to a straight, 4 clubs on the board, a lot that he doesn't beat, but in reality, I think a lot of times the 4 line straight he might have heard from a little earlier in the hand, and the high club he might have heard
Yep.
from earlier in the hand. So I'm not surprised he found a call there.
Little suspect, I got you.
Under the gun. Trend.
So you'll notice that Whitman Sports is the only one without the dot next to their name.
So Trin has a straddle out, and Dream Crusher with the queen jack off his first tack. He opens to 30.
Fold.
And we have a bunch of folds around. Nobody picking up anything until security. Yikes. Now he's been pretty quiet this whole stream, so I think a 3-bet from him here probably should set off some alarm bells for some of these guys.
Fold.
Let's see what Dream Crusher
In his
wants to do.
defense, he hasn't had a
He
lot
hasn't
to
had
work
much.
with.
He
Yeah.
hasn't had much.
I mean, he bumps it up to 90, makes it
And he does get the call from Dream
super
Crusher.
juicy for Dream Crusher to make the call.
Oh wow! Look at this. This is gonna get
Yeah.
interesting real quick.
A remarkably bad flop for
Yes.
Kenny Rogers here. And he's
Dream
reaching for some
Crusher.
chips.
He does have a backdoor flush draw, but that queen, 2 queens on the board, man. So we do have a C bet from the kings.
I would expect Dream Crusher to just call
He's flat,
here, and
that's
that's
for
it.
sure.
Just
Yeah.
flat. Yep.
I mean, he's setting up the ultimate trap here, but I think security's going to realize that call.
But now it gets interesting
Maybe not.
because
250.
security's got
Security
that
picked up
king
a
of
flush draw
yeah.
as
You
well,
got that
yeah.
king of diamonds there.
Now he bets 250. Now Dream Crusher needs to be trying to deny equity here. He knows that security has been pretty tight so far, so he's got to be thinking aces, kings, ace king, and those types of hands. If we have another bet here on the turn, a lot of times there's going to be a diamond there. So I'm a little surprised that we didn't see a raise, because I wouldn't put him on too many diamond combos unless it
Wow.
was exactly ace king of
Look
diamonds.
at that river.
And Dream Crusher filling up on the river with the jack of clubs.
Security for
And
Kenny Rogers
security
doesn't think
bets.
2 for 2 seconds. Just puts out 400.
Yeah, I don't really like the bet line. There's not really any proceeding with caution here when the queen on the flop. I think he probably needs to slow down on one of these 3 streets. I certainly wouldn't be going bet.
All in.
I'm thinking this is
Dream Crusher
all
jams.
okay.
What a
and-
call. He called with his nit button.
Wow.
Wow. Big hand for
I
Dream Crusher.
did say it earlier that Dream
And-
Crusher has been known to start out behind and dig his way back out, and
Yeah.
that was a dream spot for Dream Crusher right there. That river really made it that much easier for him.
And you know, he probably remembered too how light he got called the other time earlier.
Sure.
And it just feels really good knowing you're going to get called that light. You fill up on the river, and he got it all. Big pot.
The amazing thing is that you were talking about on the turn. I think that Ace Queen was a possibility still for security through Dream Crusher's eyes, and then that jack comes on the river and completely crushes ace
Yeah.
queen. So it's like without a doubt, I'm good.
Yeah, ace queen is definitely
Yeah.
in the range for security. I mean, the argument can certainly be made to flat. I think that board's getting a little. There's arguments for both. You can definitely make the argument for flatting. You can definitely make the argument for raising there. I mean, it turned out not needing to matter. I mean, the river wasn't a king and it wasn't a diamond. It was a jack, and he got all the money anyway.
What would have been even crazier, well, it wouldn't have mattered really, but if it was the jack of diamonds that had come out, but it wouldn't matter anyway because they got it all in either way.
Yeah, and I think that security is going to look back at this hand and feel like maybe I should have proceeded with a little more caution. It's like the queens were there right on the flop. It's a hand he doesn't beat. He bet flop, he got called. He bet turn, he got called, and then he still bet river big, and
Got
it's like
raised, yeah.
and it's like even so on the flat on the flop when Dream Crusher calls the flop, it's like he could have a queen or he could have a diamond draw. Well, the diamond draw got there on the turn.
Yeah.
Like I mean, yes, he could also have some hands like pocket tens, pocket nines, but is he really gonna call flop, call turn? I mean, I guess the hand you're getting value out of would be like pocket tens or pocket nines with a diamond.
That's the only thing that makes sense. But I will say, in security's defense,
Yeah, I have
that
no
he
idea.
not
I
get
have no
much
idea what's
at
going
all
on
so
here.
far.
They may have. Did they run something more than once, or are they just counting down the stacks? Like,
no, it was.
this is taking an awful long time.
Everything was done. I think they're just counting to make sure. Oh, you know why he's adding chips? I think.
Okay, security's adding chips after the hand, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this.
But again, that was obviously the best starting hand that security got the entire night, and I just think he didn't want to fold. Do you think, in your opinion, that the fact that the Nick game's on had anything to do with his judgment there?
It could have. And that's why players love to play the nit game. It makes players do different things, and there's a whole new set of exploitable things that people do when the nit game is on, and that could have had something to do with it. Definitely, security could have been trying to get rid of that button a little too hard. It might have clouded his judgment, if you will.
Crusher, you trialing? Yeah. Yes. You got it. Anybody else want any drugs? No, good.
What are they?
Order? Oh, you're good.
What is it? Anything good?
$10 Nick game is on. Still got a few players with their buttons.
Arrow? No. Okay.
You're no fun.
Did you take your shot?
I did got it. Yeah, I got two in there. Alright. Chrissy full.
Got a straddle from the Dream Crusher when he gets out of the way.
Call. Fold.
Matzo Baller calls, Turbo folds, over to Whitman with Ace Jack.
He's going to bump it up to 40.
And look at this, Phil also with Ace Jack and 40 to call. Let's see what he does.
Raise to 150. Dan folds.
And it looks like he's going to make a raise.
Fold.
3 bets it up to 150.
We have full, and now it's back to Whitman. 110 to call.
Oh.
Makes the call. We'll see 2 to the flop.
Heads up.
It's always fun to see 2 players with the same hand.
Wow, 3 spades.
You want to talk about, the ultimate flop here. You're,
Straight flush flop.
yeah, look at this. Free roll into the river here is Whitman. Let's see what happens. Bet of $125. I just don't see how Phil can make this call. Tough spot right here. Reaching for chips.
Call.
Makes the call.
Makes the call.
3 of diamonds. Gonna chop this one up. Unless someone takes a stab here.
Who wants it more? Who wants to get rid of their nip button more? Let's see.
Whitman reaching for chips.
275.
200. 275.
You called the turn. You got to call the river now.
Uh-oh.
When you look back twice, it's not good usually. Tough spot. And he's reaching for chips.
He's gonna make the call. And realize they're chopping.
Ace jack high.
And also they got a little lucky another spade didn't hit that river.
Get rid of this, right?
No, you hold on to it.
And nickel chop this one up. A couple of stream games coming up. Davey Stacks might be in one of these.
You know I'm in the big one always.
5, 10, 25, no limit holding on October 28th. We'll put that lineup out on our Facebook page. Tri-State Poker live streams. Follow us on Facebook.
That is crazy.
5 the ace of spades.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the bell
I
and
figured you had the ace of spades.
subscribe so you get the notifications on when our streams are going to be playing.
You guys shut the fuck up in there. Thank you.
And then after that one on November 11th, we're going to have a PLO live stream, 510 PLO.
That's the first PLO stream that we're going to do, right?
I believe that will be the first one. Still looking for players too. If you want to get on that list of potential players, email Steve Buckley from the Facebook page or Justin Munoz from the Facebook page. Tri-State Poker live streams.
We've had so many requests for a PLO stream. I have a feeling that there's going to be no problem filling that table as well as some alternates.
Also, if you guys,
Go give.
We'll definitely get a good lineup for that.
also, if you guys run it multiple times, you have to win. You have to scoop the
So
whole
we're on to
thing.
hand number 35 of the night, and there's been some great action at this 2-5 table.
It's the whole thing.
Well, Dave, you have to say this is playing a little bit like a bigger game in some spots, and the action's definitely been there so far tonight.
Yeah, well, we got the almost mandatory $10 straddle working,
Almost. I like that.
which is keeping the action going. We got some action players.
Interesting thing about the last hand was there was no winner. Am I correct? So that means no one got rid of the nip button on a chop?
Well, our board shows that they still have it.
Right. Well, I can't see if Whitman has it or
Whitman
not.
had won a hand earlier.
Oh, okay.
So I
That's
think he's
why.
good to go. Phil doesn't get to dish off his button just yet till he wins a hand all by himself.
Sure. Interesting flop right here.
Couple of
Nine
nines,
deuce,
couple
nine,
of
yeah.
hearts. Winnie with the flush draw.
Turbo bets 50. Waiting on Whitman to see what he's going to do, and it looks like he makes the call, and Winnie makes the call. 5 on the turn.
Check.
Turbo picks up a gut shot straight draw with an 8. Whitman Sports with a gut shot as well. He hits his with a 7. When he checked it over, it's on turbo right now.
Check. Five oh. Then call.
Whitman
Turbo
bet-
taking his time here.
Look at this. Whitman bets, Winnie calls. We're going to see a river 3 ways here, and ace of spades come, no help to anyone.
Check.
Winnie gets the check mark. I doubt she knows that she's good with a 10 high.
And she checks it over to Turbo.
I think whoever bets this river takes it down. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, we got a $412 pot here. Turbo puts out a little
225.
2 1/4. 225 bucks, and this may do it.
And it
Sure
works.
enough. Gets a couple of folds and takes that one down.
6, 7.
Nice play right there.
Safety.
What exactly were you trying to rip those? The hearts and the hearts? What were pieces for? Which one was the turbo? I wasn't know. What were you thinking? I still can't tell us.
I love it.
I should
can't.
try
I
to
love
rip
it too, but
my
I wouldn't
sister.
know what he was. What were you trying? Which one were you trying to wrap?
4 players with their knit button left. We're playing a little $10 knit game here.
I thought he was representing the ace of hearts.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not flush, miss.
Has
What's
everything
your name?
I think when it comes to the Nick game,
what got me
Uncle
to-
Dave, it's more about pride than it is the money. You know what I mean?
It can get you in trouble. That's
Bragging
for
rights.
sure.
Bragging rights.
That is for sure.
Steven Turk.
Yeah, him and I were right there.
Stop talking about
Oh
hard.
my God.
Fold.
All right, Whitman picks up a pocket pair of 9s. Let's see what happens here.
Bad folds. Fold.
Just a call.
Makes it 60.
Dream Crusher bumps it up to 60. 55 for Winnie to call. She calls with ace 5 of hearts. And Mott's a baller jams with the Ducks. I like the play right here.
Puts in his last 135.
You got to respect it.
Plan on winning this hand.
Raise of
rid of it.
300.
See what happens.
Making some knit button jokes, that matzo baller is right now. And Whitman's going to isolate with a $400 raise. Excuse me, a 4 bet up to 300. Winnie is fiddling with some chips here.
She did get bluffed last hand, knowing she had the winner. I hope that doesn't affect.
Well, Winnie and Whitman are real deep.
Yeah.
Close to 2K deep here. So she knows if she puts this 400, this pot,
It's going to get juicy real quick, I think.
real juicy.
And it indicates by her looking again. Usually she's going to. Oh, wow. She makes the call. How about that?
She puts the additional 240 in.
Look, guys, made the worst hand win.
Let's see what happens here. 3 to the flop. One player already all in. So we're going to have a nice little side pot right off the bat.
Winnie's still got about 2,100 behind, with Whitman having about 1,800 behind. So they're really deep here.
All right, we're going to get that side pot going. And now we're going to go to the flop.
See some hearts, see some 9s, see some 2s.
Yeah, 130.
Let's give the people at home what they want, and that's some action.
Yeah, 130.
Nick getting our side pot correct.
To a side.
Here we go.
Queen, Jack, 10.
Check.
Only
Yeah,
one
but
heart.
Look at that. Whitman's got the.
Check.
Wow, look at this.
Winnie pulls ahead with the ace here.
And she's going to
Check.
Pocket nine.
win if she
Ace.
she does win. She actually scoops the whole thing.
Wow, what a gift.
Matzo baller.
What a flop, too. Whitman had the up and down straight draw.
Matzo baller reaching for the reserve chips from the pocket. Pocket chips in play.
To make that call.
I don't hate the call. I don't hate it either way.
And now that means Winnie will lose her button. So, ironically, Tran, who I would have put my money on to be one of the first ones to get rid of his knit button,
No, I counted like 6 times.
is one of the ones who's left. We have Phil, who's left. Anyone else who's left? Security, right?
Did,
Can't tell if he's got his knit button.
Yeah,
he's,
he has
he's
his-
playing with it. He's playing with it in his
Yeah,
hand.
so
We got
there's
three
three
players
left.
with the button.
Nice pot there for Winnie, and
Yeah.
3 left. So
Yeah,
let's
you
see
got
what
all
happens
shows.
now.
It doesn't matter. I bought it for 1,800. I
No,
had
no, no.
this is 5.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
If you're just joining us,
800 when he first started. Yeah.
you are watching Tri-State Poker live streams coming at you live from Sewell, New Jersey, playing 2-5 no limit hold'em.
I didn't want to be the only one to say it, but I thought you had it
must
on.
have.
I said it already, yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said it?
that's what I
Oh,
said.
okay.
I think we did say something too. So I'm sorry, Barry. So one more time, how much is that?
This is 5.
That's 500.
Yeah, remember
Yeah, like 3 people had one right in the beginning.
All right, lots of balls getting his chips right, and we're going to go back to.
Making sure the booth knows exactly what he pulled out of the pocket. Another 800 from Matzo Baller on the table.
Yeah, I can't say for sure either way. I just thought that you.
Turbo's got the straddle up.
But
Actually, be on Whitman Sports.
I could be
Even
mistaken
after the
also.
bomb pot, I still have money left.
And actions here, $10. Barry, you are the big blind.
That's the way it goes.
Raise 30. No, Turbo was the.
So it looks like Whitman opened here to 30. We don't see his cards yet.
Raise 30. Fold all the way to Christie.
Folds back around to Matzo
Got-
Baller.
King 10 of clubs
Barry
for
makes it
Whitman.
80.
And Matzo Ball are picking up kings.
Now look at this. You get stacked the previous hand, and you come back with kings. I know something about this from a previous stream,
Oh, do you?
and my pot was a little bit bigger than this one will be. But I'll tell you what, this is going to get real interesting here. Let's see what happens with that straight draw that's out there right now for Whitman.
I had one of those.
And Matzo Baller wastes no time.
Wow.
He shoves it in there. Whitman gets right on out of the way.
I'm surprised that Whitman folded so quickly with that, not taking anything into consideration about the fact that guy could have potentially been on tilt. So it's great that he got away. I'm happy for him that he did. That could have been a great finish right there to see what happens.
So it looks like we
Matzo-
still got 3 buttons out there. We
Yep.
got Phil, Security, and
Tran.
Tran, yeah.
Yes.
Straddle up.
I definitely think this Nick game made it a little bit juicier. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Brandon Chen
Straddling on the
in the chat.
basically every hand.
Sounds like he wants to come over and help us in the booth.
Third. Dan,
So we have a raise here from Security.
Tran calls 30.
Raised to $30. Can't see his whole cards just yet. Pocket Queens, okay. And Dream Crusher with the Ace Queen of Spades. This could get real interesting.
Okay, you're good.
So Dream Crusher does put in a 3-bet after Tran flats the 30 with Jack 9 off.
Fold.
We have a 3-bet to 180 from Dream Crusher.
Ready to be in there.
And that'll get the riffraff out of there. Back to Security here.
Raise.
Security's not going anywhere. Let's see what happens.
He just flats the 150.
Flats to 150. I'm surprised, to be honest.
I'm playing bro, sorry.
So heads up to a flop. We have Ace Queen of Spades against Pocket Queen. And the ace comes right on the flop.
These two were in a big hand a little
And
bit
secure.
ago.
Sure were. I was just thinking that. This is going to be interesting. It's round 2 fight.
So Security, it looks like Security checked it over.
Yeah, you check.
Dream Crusher after the 3-bet pre-flop. He's going to put in a bet. Looks like he made it 150. $150 into 400.
There's only one queen.
Security hates this ace, and
Yeah, he does find a fold. Definitely saved some money
I
there.
just say he definitely saved money there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Tran was just asking about if someone doesn't show.
when you get a premium holding and it gets crushed, like he got crushed with those kings,
Oh, I would have gone broke.
you see a yield sign for the rest of
Yeah.
the night in your peripheral
No,
vision.
I would have gone broke right there. That would have been it for me. I would have jammed pre-flop and gotten called off with the ace queen of spades.
And then rebought for another 10K, and then picked up
Correct.
pocket kings on the next hand.
You already know it.
Yeah.
So it looks like we have security tacked first over the straddle. He's gonna put in a raise. He's gonna make it 30. It looks like. Yeah, $30. Tran folds, Dream Crusher folds, Winnie folds, Matzo Baller folds.
Fellas, we got a solid 24 people watching us right now. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Battle the mid button.
Phil puts in the call from the straddle, and we got heads up to the flop.
Check.
Pair of kings for security. Phil checks it over to him. It looks like a C-bet will just clean this one up. Phil won't have anything to go
Alright,
with.
well,
So.
security will get rid of his button,
Mhm.
which will leave it down to Tran and Phil for who wants to get rid of it.
Got this.
Please.
Phil hasn't picked up a hand really since the pocket nines.
Yeah, he was trying to get involved. It's like he peeled the jack 4 off there. Trying, but just can't get anything.
Tony Tran's been awfully quiet the last half an hour. I have a feeling you're going to see him open up right here, knowing that he's one of the last two people in the Nick game. I don't think that he's the kind of player who wants to lose a Nick game.
I don't think
No,
so either.
he's gonna open the king 3
Yep.
off there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
At the same time, I don't think he's worried about paying out the 70 bucks.
It's a pride
if he
thing.
loses.
It's a pride
correct,
thing.
For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, if he were to fold here, especially given the position where Phil was in the big blind and he's the only one with the button. Now Phil actually folded, so if Tran can find a way to win this pot and this pot alone, he will get rid of his button, and Phil will be the one to owe the rest of the table.
Right.
We do have a flat from Winnie for the $25 raise. We have a flat from Security from the straddle, and Security hit
Wow.
top pair. Winnie hit middle pair with a pair of 5s.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Phil fold 3-6?
I didn't see what
I
cards
think
he
he
folded.
folded
But it's very
3-6.
possible.
Yeah.
I mean, 3-6 is a junker hand. They can
Right.
fold even with the Nick game being 1 of 2 remaining.
Sure.
So Winnie bet 40. Security calls. Looks like it went check to Winnie, and she's going bet. Heads up to the turn. We see an ace of heart.
Check.
Security still in the lead. He checks over to Winnie. Winnie puts in a bet of 60. And it was called. And then on the river went check.
Yeah.
I know, I had 5 seconds.
And Security picks up another pot.
Because I followed it up.
There's the case in point that he had the discipline to get rid of the queens, and now he can, build it back. Whereas I would have been in an Uber on my way home right now.
Double straddle. And triple straddle.
I'm tilted now.
All right, fellas, we got a lineup of straddles here. Looks like Winnie's got a $40 straddle out. Looks like it's 10, 20, 40.
What will Matzo
Action will be
Baller
on
do?
Matzo Baller.
Triple straddle.
Yeah.
You said you're sneaky.
I'll take kings.
Now this is another interesting spot because I don't know if I want to take the chance if I'm Phil. I think if it folds around to me, I mean obviously you don't want to go broke trying to win the Nick game or trying not to lose the Nick game, but we do have an open here from Matzo Baller with Jack 9 of heart up to 40.
He makes the call. He makes the call.
Fold.
Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he
Wow,
just
look at
called
this.
the straddle.
Whitman
Correct.
looks down at 2 black kings, and
Looks like he
this
bumps it
is
up.
going to be interesting.
He makes it 100.
Yeah.
It's a little bit small with the straddle being at 40 and a limper to the straddle. Only $60 more. He's really kind of inviting
No good.
this pot to go 3, 4, 5 ways here.
Courtesy calls.
We do have a call from Winnie,
Hey, let's Winnie in.
Good though.
and we're going to have a call from Matzo Baller, so we're going to be 3-way to the flop. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the sizing a little bigger there.
It's not for the pizza.
Yeah,
How
it's
can it be
with the
for
king.
Seventy towards the splash bar.
Look at this.
And yeah, no, but he also is he's in a blender right now.
Mm-hmm.
Matzo
Sure.
baller with the flopped straight
Flops
Jack
the
9 of heart.
straight.
And he's gonna lead out for 125. Now if this board doesn't pair, this is gonna be a full double for Matzo baller. Unless a 4-liner comes out.
Well, when he's got a gutter to a jack.
Alright, so just a call from Whitman. And he's going to need some help to get away from this or to pull ahead with a board pair. 6 of club on the turn, affects nobody. Matzo baller way out in front with his straight.
All in.
And he's just going to jam it. Yep. And I don't see how Whitman can fold here.
And I don't see how Winnie can call, so it's going to be real interesting here to see what happens.
382.
And this goes to show you, making it 100 pre-flop with those kings was not a large enough bet
Yep, 373.
No,
to get the Jack 9 off.
yeah,
with
he
out of the
really probably
360.
wins the pot pre-flop if he sizes a little bigger. Especially since Matzo baller was not super deep. You know, if Matzo baller was looking down at needing to call like 175 or 150 or, you know, instead of 100, Matzo baller probably doesn't see this flop. Now Whitman has not called yet, but I can't imagine that he's going to find a way to get away from this. He's losing to ace jack and jack 9 only. And
Right,
he
there's
also has
no
the ability to
flush
pair
draw.
the board on the river. So he does put in the call when he folds. And we're going to a river.
3 times in time, don't count. You flop it or something? You can run it.
Any business or Max Payne?
You can run it 5 times.
My luck's been shitty, man. Let's go once.
You can see they're talking about it.
Yeah,
one time.
One
okay.
time.
Ace jack.
Whitman's going to need this board to pair,
Oh, he was set.
and
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Matzo baller with the double.
Did I say no? I didn't say no, did I?
Wow.
I didn't say
Oh my
no.
God.
I'm just waiting for the board to pair up. That's what always happens to me. So I just wait.
There's a made-for-TV
I did
hand
not
right
say
there.
no. I did not say that. It'll be on
Yeah, you did.
videotape, buddy.
I just can't see
No,
how
I didn't.
either player would have
No, I
gotten
didn't. Watch the tape.
away from that
I
hand.
did not say no. I didn't answer. I said.
We still have 2 nip buttons out there, Tran and
You guys
Phil.
can say what you want.
Just like that, Matzo Baller's back in it. I mean, he's only down 200 on the night.
I just didn't answer.
Oh man.
I didn't say no. I haven't. I'm fucking straight. I didn't say no. I
I'm
don't.
gonna add on 500. Alright.
In your defense, you didn't have the
Ben is
numbers.
adding on.
No, but I didn't say no.
I wonder if he's mad at himself for only buying back in for 800
Nice.
because
You guys can say what you want. I don't give a-
Whitman had some chips behind him. He could have definitely made some more.
Yeah. I think Whitman would have been willing to call
Yeah.
a decent amount more than the 300 some that the jam was.
Right.
So we have a double straddle now. We have Winnie with the double straddle up to 20 out.
Yeah. And then like.
This will make Matzo baller first act.
Oh, maybe I can pick a jack on the turn. Hit Broadway.
If I give you any-
He's still stacking his chips.
First, 20 to go.
No, it was a good pot, Matzo baller. Definitely a good pot. Yeah, get back to stacking. All right, excellent. We got Turbo waking up with a queen jack off here. Looks like he just limped in
And then fold.
and put 1 green chip out.
Raises
Folds
it up
around to
100.
Phil, who's on the button here. Don't be surprised if Phil puts in a raise here. And he does. Yeah, remember, he's trying to get rid of that nip button. It's a perfect opportunity. You have a limper to a double straddle here. And Tran's not going to defend the deuce 5 of clubs. He is in jeopardy of losing this Nick game here.
He is currently the big winner on the evening, so I guess you take that into consideration as well and say I can afford to lose the
Yeah.
Nick game.
Yeah, the Nick game in the long run for
Yeah.
him, no big deal. If he so he does have to feel good that Turbo did make the
Yeah.
call,
And look at this.
but Turbo does not improve.
Yeah,
over the
Phil
ace.
is looking pretty good right now to not lose the net game now.
70.
We have a gut shot for Turbo, pair of aces for Phil. Phil is going to bet his ace. He's going to make it $70. And now it's whether Turbo wants to peel a gut shot or not. And this is where some of those Nick game aspects come into play too. Is, you know, he could be putting Turbo on just trying to not lose the Nick game.
Ooh, that was close.
So we have 9 of diamonds on the turn.
Just throwing this in. Negotiate the flop. Oh, the more
So
Check.
a 10 and a 10 only gives Turbo the check mark, and it's gone. So now it means Phil cannot lose this hand.
I like the check back on the turn
Yeah.
from Phil too. And now I think after being checked to again, he probably should put in a value bet here. After it went check, check, turn, and now
150.
he's the river checked over to him, so
I
he's
like-
going to put in a value bet.
I like it, especially with the 2 pair. I like it. Not that it matters.
Yeah, he's never
got
going to
the-
get called here.
Buck
Yeah.
50.
Raise to 350.
Turbo cannot.
And Turbo
I think
went for the check raise.
Wow,
There-
look at this.
It's interesting.
The interesting thing is if he checks back the river, he actually wins and he doesn't lose the Nick game. Now not only does he not lose the Nick game, he's got to dig deep to make this call. I don't see him making the call. Keep in mind the kings are on the board, so it's not like he has aces and eights. He
Yeah,
has
Turbo check called flop. It went check, check, turn, and then he checked the river.
This is a tough call. He did make a really good call earlier with the ace jack against the ace jack, so
You said your last.
he is capable.
There shouldn't be a lot of bluffs here. The bluffs would likely be the Jack 10 and the Queen Jack and the Queen 10.
That's what-
Maybe
that's what Turbo has.
maybe a small pair. So if Phil's trying to put this together, and the only reason why, and this is what it came back to earlier when I said Turbo, if Turbo felt like Phil was just trying not to lose the Nick game with the pre-flop raise on the button.
Call.
Oh, he did find the call. Phil found the call.
Ace.
That is a great call once again.
Nice call.
And guess what?
Yeah,
That
it wasn't an
means
easy. It
he-
wasn't an
no.
easy call.
Talk about getting max value there. He earned the respect of everyone who just paid attention to that hand. Nice job. And that leaves Tony Tran with the nit, which is incredible. The only button left in the Nick game.
So we're on break now? Alright, guys, we're going to be on break. We'll leave this in the middle yet. And then we'll be starting it off with a bomb pot.
That might be the call of the night so far, right there.
We had a few good ones.
Yeah.
We had some definite heroes tonight.
Kenny Rogers. Security for Kenny Rogers made a hero call earlier
Yes.
against Dream Crusher.
Against Dream Crusher.
Early on.
Called him with a pair of
Yep.
sevens on the river. With all the big cards on the board. So it looks like they're taking a break. Is that what's going on here?
Well, how about that? We're just sitting in the booth talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a great call.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. Tri-State Poker live stream. We'll see you in a minute. I think the check on the turn and the check on the river.
Yeah.
I think he knows he doesn't have a king there.
Yeah.
You're not checking your king twice there.
Well, yeah, not with the ace out there. Because like the ace can check back river, but if you bet the king, the ace can call. So like you're probably more likely to bet a king.
What you're really repping with the check raise is a boat. Right, and that's harder. That's harder to rep.
About 10, 15. I'll come get it.
Well, he already had a straddle. It was only $40. It was 20, and he had 20 out there, and he only had 20.
No. He was first to act first a double straddle. So he limped for 40. Yes.
Well, the $100, I mean,
Sizing.
if the guy's gonna flop the joint, it's a good size, because he's got 3 people.
Yeah, well, thank God you,
No, with the ace five apart. Yeah, like if I see two hearts,
Well,
I'll
I
just
check
put
the
them
numbers.
in.
of course.
I remember them double checking.
And then I bought in.
Double checking your money. They said,
Yeah.
I just mentioned my fucking straddle like 3 times, and I would've had them nuts.
I lost $300 somewhere.
No, it was 5, wasn't it? It started with 8.
He started with 8, and then I brought another 5 in when I was broke, so that's 13. Oh yeah, there's
So 5.
5. Yeah, 'cause I'm like, I don't remember bringing 5 more in. we still done at 10 o'clock? I'm trying to tell you, brother, I believe you. It's pretty good. You should know.
No, but like the names.
Donald, the Indian guys, Hez, bad players. You just gotta leave.
Alright, ladies and gents.
You gotta check. You gotta check.
But I wait. I literally called it.
But I was
We're still done at 10 though?
No, it's 4 hours, so we do
So we're gonna go to 10:30 though.
like 10, 15, 10:30. Yeah.
Turn the fan a little bit because
Wow.
Some stackies.
I don't know if I can do it. I'll have them.
Dan, are you putting any on immediately, or you're good right now? Sorry, I don't know what the difference is. Yeah, you can top off. I just need to know how much you're putting on.
I put on 500.
Yeah, I got yours. Thank you. Sure.
Guys are killing it.
You had 825. Yes.
You got a little cheesesteak. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Steve.
Yeah,
It's gonna be in, it's in the,
Is
in the bomb pot.
paying for everything, or it's in addition?
Okay, then it's, alright, so it's in the bomb pot.
Dave, what's the name of that restaurant? Cool's Burgers. Cool's Burgers? Yeah, like gold over the U. Cool. Okay. Yes, dude. They just opened one open Thursday. GULD.
Just make sure, just remember all phones are in the, on the ledge there.
We'll figure 7 ounces.
No, it's like the restaurant size. Like how many square foot are you putting that thing in?
Yeah, you guys are doing bomb pot. You still gotta put it. Yeah, well, yeah. You still gotta put 10 bucks in it.
Oh shit! It's about to be juice.
So yeah, there'll be a little extra in there.
Did you talk about it being juice? Yeah, so we're sitting at 150.
No seating, it's all takeout.
Yeah. 7. I mean, unless you just wanna not put it in the bomb pot.
No, let's put it in.
Nah, it's for,
You don't got no spare room, that's for damn sure, right?
Oh, We're probably trying to figure out a way to how, whereas one person makes it 80, but everybody else puts in 10. And
basically.
yeah. Trying to find a way to make the pot. Right.
Or just give it to me and then I just raise it.
Yo, you are great with analytics and everything. I love listening to you, Andy. I love
So it's basically a $18 pot. That's basically what's gonna happen. He added.
You added?
I added after that hand too.
Did you let Steve know?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, okay.
Like, after that.
Okay.
I said it.
As long as Steve knows that
Yeah.
whoever added on, then we're good. Oh shit. Alright, Bob,
All right, guys, welcome back. We got a bomb pot coming up.
Oh, it has.
I know it says an $18 bomb pot, but that's not right. That's going to be a typo. It's a $10 bomb pot. We're going to be 2 boards PLO.
The software won't allow the like the button to move like that. Yeah. Either way, the bomb pot.
Balmy. Having a little balmy here.
I'm not getting my bomb pop button though. I'm getting jit.
And that's just happened when you guys called it.
I'm getting jit.
All right, Nick collecting everybody's Annie.
So next one just skips to me, right?
So we're going clockwise with that. It's wherever the.
Hey, while Nick's dealing out these cards, Andy, our guy Davey Stacks, in the booth with us tonight, opening his 9th installment of the Gould's Burger restaurant in Sicklerville this Thursday. Check him out, Gould's Burger.
So we got a Jack 9 tray on the top board.
Spread your cards a little bit. Spread your cards.
Set of jacks for turbo.
Or I guess that's the bottom board. And a King 9-8, 2 spades on the top board.
Steve.
So we do have a set of jacks for turbo here.
9, 8 of spades.
And we have a pair of kings with a king high flush draw for Tran on the top board. We got a queen high flush draw on the top board for Whitman Sports.
150.
Got kings and nines for Winnie on that
Phil's
top
got
board.
an open ender on both boards.
Fold.
Yep.
7, 8, 10. He's up and down on both boards. We got a set of jacks for turbo.
Yeah, this could get interesting. We got a lot
Nut,
of people
Phil
connected.
got a flush draw for Whitman.
Turbo bet 150.
Better flush draw for Tran on that top board with a king. Everybody's got a little chunk here.
So it looks like there was a bet
Correct.
from a set of jacks here. Turbo put in a bet of 150.
Fold. I mean, crusher calls, sorry. And then fold, head up. Crusher. Do your card down.
And Dream Crusher called. We can't see his whole cards. Looks like somehow this got heads up. 150 seems like it would have been bigger than the pot size, so there must have been a bet and a raise or something.
7 o'clock top board.
Looks like it went check on the turn.
Yeah. Yep.
Still can't see Dream Crusher's whole cards here. We do know that it's a set of jacks and a set of jacks only on the bottom board for turbo. Nothing on the top board, just jacks and sevens. We do have a bet from Dream Crusher on the rivers, bet 120.
Call.
And we do have a call from Turbo. The Turbo's only got a chance to really win that bottom board here. Still, alright, so Dream Crusher had an ace, queen, jack 10. So he did have a straight on the bottom board and a straight on the top board. So he's going to scoop. Dream Crusher with the scoopy.
Regular buttons back out. Small, big.
There's a bad river 8 for Turbo there.
10
So the players have all refueled. We had some cheesesteaks going on. Hopefully these guys can take some of that energy and turn it into some entertainment for you guys on the poker felt. So
Flopping top set in PLO, definitely not the same as flopping top set in
Yeah.
Hold'em. Jeez,
not the same.
rough.
So we have a straddle up. Winnie's got the $10 straddle in. We got a couple folds.
Yeah.
Whitman looks like he's not sure if the action's on him, but it is. Okay, I have no idea what's. Looks like it was a misdeal. We have a jack exposed in the middle of the table and everybody flipping their hands in the middle. So not really sure how the misdeal happened there,
That's
but it
going to give
definitely was
our
a
technical
misdeal.
crew a chance to catch up with the board.
It's on Dan.
Everything happens for a reason. It's all good. No harm, no foul.
Make sure you're following us on our Facebook page, Tri-State Poker Live Stream, and make sure you subscribe right here on YouTube where you're watching us tonight.
All right, no misdeal this time. We got Matzo Baller first act. He puts it in the muck. We got another muck from Turbo. Whitman mucks. Phil mucks. Security mucks.
Kristen.
And to Tran, who's going to put in a raise here.
Fold. No, they're fine. Fold it all the way around the train.
Having a little
Tran
difficulty
makes it
getting some of these cards. There we go. So Tran's opening the 4-3 of heart.
And
We got Dream Crusher in the big blind who puts it in the muck.
Misdeal.
The ace-9 off. And when he folds as well, Tran just picks up the blinds in the straddle.
so here's game.
You guys want to do the squiz again also?
And you'll see the player chip counts here. We have Dream Crusher has everybody covered, but again, he started out down a lot and definitely made some of that back.
Is anybody opposed to either?
He's close to even now.
Yeah, still down about 200 Dream Crusher after getting totally demolished early on.
Tran right now, the big winner for the day, up over $1,400.
$20 this time?
Alright.
$20 this time.
And I see knit buttons getting passed around again. Looks like we're going to play another round of the knit game.
You gonna straddle?
Their stand-up game.
Knit game's on for 20. Make this one a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. I guess it was just 10 the last time.
10, 11. Hey, maybe we'll get it up to 25 next.
Maybe. I wouldn't mind seeing these guys play for 50, you know.
Definitely changes the strategy when the stakes are higher.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
fold
does.
it all the way around to
We got a couple folds here.
50, 5-0,
Some more folds.
fold, heads up.
We got Dream Crusher raising from the small blind to $50. We do have a straddle up. He gets called by Winnie with the 10-9 off. So we got the 6-9 off against a 6-8 off against the 10-9 off. Dream Crusher with a pair of 8s. Winnie with an open end. Dream Crusher checks. Winnie now bets her open end. $80.
Call.
I think Dream Crusher's gonna at least peel here. Does call the 80. Turn cards 4 clubs. Changes nothing.
Check.
Dream Crusher checks again.
Goes check,
And
check.
Winnie checks back. Taking the free card.
Check. Showdown.
And Dream Crusher checks it over to her one more time. And it wasn't a bad idea. She did have the type of hand she could try to bluff there, but she did resist the temptation, which was good because she was going to get looked up here. So good check back, giving up on the pot. And
No more button, you're not doing that.
Dream Crusher with a nice little pot and get rid of that nip
I
button.
don't believe that.
I know how he is. He's doing it.
I don't know about you, Professor, but I don't think Dream Crusher is the one anybody needs to be trying to bluff at.
Yeah.
I think she understood that.
Yep.
sometimes surrendering in that spot is saving yourself money in the long run, and at the end of the night, it adds up.
So now we have a straddle. Turbo's got the straddle up. Folds around to Tran in the cutoff. He's looking down at a 7-3 off. And they might get a little frisky with this, only with the Nick game going on. He does put in a raise to 30. And we have a couple folds. And that's going to get it done. Yeah, he wasn't getting stuck with that button again. Oh, he didn't show his cards. He can't get rid of the button. And everybody is making fun of him.
Disaster.
Yeah, I mean,
Mid-game tragedy.
isn't that why we're opening the 7-3 off from the cutoff? Like, and we don't show it. Ouch. So he has to keep his button.
Me too, me too.
Oh man, that's gonna fuck me up.
You just say you.
No, he didn't.
I was waiting for you to flip it over, and I'm like, oh, they hit the mark. I can't do nothing about it now.
All that work. All that work. We're opening the 7-3 off, and we can't get rid of our button.
We'll have another opportunity. Trust
He
me.
will.
Yeah.
So,
Something tells me it might be right now.
so we have Whitman with the straddle up. Folds around the Tran again, and now he's definitely going to open again. This time he's got the 6-4 of clubs. He's got the 6 high instead of the 7 high. Little improvement though. He's suited this time. We got a call from Winnie on the button. Looks like they're going to take it heads up. And passing around some chips here, making some change or something. Ace 10-5 flop. It is a good flop for Tran to just put in a small c-bet here and take the pot. He does elect to check this time though, and this could be that like tighter image thing, even though it's not been true necessarily. He does flat though out of position, so maybe he is trying to
What an interesting
trying to do
turn
something
card this
creative
is.
here. Does give him a gut shot. We
Yeah,
we
it
still
does.
can't see Winnie's cards, but she did peel and open from the button. She did bet the flop after being checked too. So on the turn, it looks like he bet 100. He let 100 out. Tran did on the turn with a gutty and got called. Now the river card's a deuce of clubs. Now, after leading on the turn and getting called on an ace 10-5 rainbow flop, and remember he checked and she bet and he called. I'm putting Winnie on at least an ace here, and I don't know that this is a great time to bet. And she does call, and she does win the pot. And Tran with a little bit of a misfire there. I think.
Wow, she had ace 2 still with that.
Yeah, and maybe without the deuce, it is a little harder to make that call. Maybe she doesn't find the call without the deuce, but I would have preferred to see Tran play that hand a little differently. That might have been a good spot to give up and not fire river. I think maybe he's on a little bit of tilt from not showing that 3-7 off.
You good, Justin?
And now the graphics are a little off, guys. We're dealing out the next hand here.
Misdeal.
It still says it's a bomb pot, which is not accurate. And we have the board from the last hand.
It was 2.
Got Big Frank in the chat. Likes the way we got the sound set up for the players. You can hear it a little bit better. And then check this out for the PLO. Timothy Kalura coming in hot for the PLO. I want Andy in on the PLO. That's the same Timothy Kalura. Professor, I'll play PLO stream if you do. Professor getting called out. Professor getting called out.
So I got to fold around Tran here in the +2. He's got the ace king off. He puts in a raise to 30. We got Matzo Baller calling the 30 with the king 9 of spade. And we got Turbo calling the 30 with pocket 8s. And that'll get Phil in there too with the deuce 10 of heart.
Oh, going multi-way here. Look at this
And what a
flop.
flop for Tran.
Look at this flop.
He's got the trip aces with the nut kicker. Nobody else really has much of anything. It's going to be hard to extract value here. I think you got to try. Hope somebody's got a jack or some kind of gut shot straight draw with a queen 10, king 10.
Well, he leads out for a pot size bet of $60 here, and I don't think anybody's going to get involved.
Yeah, it's going to fold through, and Tran wins the pot, and there he shows it this time. He almost didn't show it again.
I think he bluffed you. I think he bluffed you, Andy. I think he was showing the whole time.
I literally was looking out of the corner of my eye. I'm like,
Now, had he folded them, poof.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah, I let him throw that shit right in.
That would have been so sick.
So those are chip counts. That's what the guys and gals got on the table right now. And what just popped up on the top there is their profit and loss statement for the evening. A couple players in red, a couple players in the black.
double straddle.
Spicy.
Yeah, Tran no longer the big winner of the night after after trying to bluff Winnie. Looks like Winnie is the big winner of the night at the moment.
Raised to 120.
Folds around the matzo baller, who raises to 120. It looks like we have a double straddle out there. We have a $20 straddle. And this is a big open for pocket sevens here, 10x. Turbo looking down at ace king, and let's see what happens here. He probably should be 3-betting this.
Fold, fold, fold.
But he also doesn't have to in order to get a heads up. But
And he did.
He puts in the 3-bet to 350. That's going to get it to fold around back to matzo baller, who... this is maybe why we don't 10x with sevens here.
You kind of just paid for it, like tax thing. $15 for the
Do we know how deep matzo baller is behind?
I think he's got about a $1,300 stack right now.
Okay, yeah, no, this just goes in the muck then. The sevens. It should. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, he does find a fold.
Nah, he voted.
And he did. He shows it too. Okay, so Turbo gets rid of his button.
I thought it was dead anyway.
Matzo baller's gonna be a little annoyed to see the ace king there and find out that he was ahead in the race. But
Straddle under the gun. Double straddle.
Classic coin flip though.
Straddle. We have a triple straddle.
I'll take the ace king there against the sevens. That's how I like to do it.
Looks like we have a triple straddle here. We have Winnie with a $40 straddle up.
10, 20. Good in a dozen.
And that's where the straddle will end. I don't think
Yeah, no,
Matzo Baller's down for the quadruple straddle.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna put 80 in there.
40 to go.
I don't know if you've noticed a pattern, but the seats 1, 2, and 3 definitely are bringing the aggression.
Yeah, they're definitely providing some action with these straddles. We have a call. No, raise. Sorry, raise to 100 from Whitman with the queen 9 off, and the queen 10 of diamonds for Phil. He's just gonna muck it. Got a couple more folds. Dream Crusher with the ace 7 off. See if he wants to get involved. He's gonna fold as well. And Winnie with the ace queen of clubs. Now she's definitely gonna get involved. We'll see whether she elects to call or 3-bet here.
Raise.
She does put in a 3-bet
360.
and sizes it nicely. I like the sizing there.
390.
Let's see what Whitman decides to do here. He does queen 9 off here. I don't
Those chips
like
are in there,
peeling,
Professor.
But there it is. We're gonna see a flop.
Alright, heads up.
kind of surprised.
Whitman likes to mix it up like a KitchenAid, bro.
Like crazy.
Jack 5 deuce connects with no one. It is rainbow. Winnie being the pre-flop aggressor, she can decide whether she wants to c-bet here or not. If she does, it should get through relatively often, but we'll see. I don't think Whitman called the 3-bet here just to fold.
She's gonna check it over to him.
Yeah, and he's going to check back. Turn card is a 5 of club. No help to anybody. Ace high still bets. And now Winnie decides to go for the delayed c-bet. She makes it 275. Yeah, this should get it, but then again,
Look out. I spoke too soon.
Holler at your boy.
Whitman might be trying to. Now that card's a bad card for Whitman to get a bluff through necessarily.
And she continues on with confidence.
And Winnie actually, it looks like she's trying to turn her ace high into a bluff. She bets 475 here.
Wow.
And she does get him to lay it down.
I don't have a nit. I don't have it anymore.
And a nice pot.
One of the bigger ones of the night. $1,800 heading Winnie's way.
Yeah, so I think Whitman had planned. He's not calling the turn thinking queen high is good here. He's obviously trying to take the pot away at some point. But she didn't give him the ability to sneeze at it. She bet out in front of him on the river, and he gave her credit and couldn't pull the trigger for a rebluff. And it's also not always working either if he did try it. She did have the ace there with the 2 pair on the board, so.
I'll give her. I just give her, and I'll let
Just
people see for
one
that.
straddle. I thought she was ready to throw the double
Yeah,
straddle.
I was
wasn't sure.
about to double straddle, but I'm like, I'll give everybody a break.
One's easy, bro. Single straddle. Under the ball.
So just a single straddle this hand from Dream Crusher. When he folds a 10-5 offsuit.
See what matzo baller peels back here. Nothing good.
Raise to 30. Sorry.
Got a couple of folds around to Whitman.
Okay.
Loving his 8-7 offsuit. Raises it up to 30.
Call.
We have a call from Phil with the 9-6 off.
There's 4 players there.
Tran folds the King 9 off.
Folds.
And Jack 10 off, I would expect Dream Crusher to be in there. Looks like we're going 3 ways to a flop.
We got 3 players.
A lot of ways this flop could get interesting. They're all kind of middling cards there. Not exactly one of them. Whitman pairs top pair here with a 7. The others just have Dream Crusher with 2 overcards, some backdoor straight possibilities, and Phil with some backdoor straight possibilities. But actually, he's got a front door gut shot. I didn't even realize.
He's got a gutter there to a 5.
Yeah, he's got a 5, right?
Whitman makes a little bet there. We'll get a couple of folds.
Yep, he's safe. I mean,
If you're liking what you're seeing, or even if you don't like what you see, please subscribe. Hit that little bell. Got some games coming up. Next game's going to be a big one. 5, 10, 25. Our guy Davey Stacks is going to be in the lineup.
Justin, you got the straddle?
And that is on October the 28th. 5, 10, 25. No limit hold'em. And then the Tri-State Poker live stream will be bringing you a PLO game on November 11th, 5, 10, and we are looking for a couple of players to get on the list for that game. A couple of spots still available, as well as a couple of reserve spots. Hit up Steve or Justin on our Facebook page. Send them a message.
Got Whitman opening the 10-9 off here. folds around to Winnie, who also folds, and he's just going to take it down. The straddle and the blinds.
We are in the middle of a $20 knit button / stand up game. Excuse me. Last person with the knit button is going to owe the rest of the table $20 per player. And it looks like we got Phil B, Matzo Baller, and I believe Kenny Rogers as well.
I think security did not get rid of his button either. So I think the three of them.
So we got Bob Barry with that poker player pressure move there, straddling up to 10.
We have a fold around the Tran on the button with the Jack Deuce off. He's going to put in a raise, make it $30. Winnie's going to call. The A6 off. That's going to get Matzo Baller in there too with the King 5 club. We're on three-way to a flop. Got the Queen 7 Deuce. Connects with no one. Well, sorry. Tran did flop bottom pair.
Sometimes that deuce is
And
enough.
he did put in a C bet after being checked too. And I would expect this to take it. Matzo Baller does have the backdoor clubs and one overcard of the queen. He is grabbing chips. He's going to peel. Ambitious. He did.
He's off
He
for
did
him
pair
as
the
he
5 on the
strikes
turn.
five.
Matzo Baller came to party. Check, 6 of spades.
Quick check. And he checks river. And check again.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, you got to give up with deuces there.
Now,
Smiling.
Tran's going to be a little annoyed to see that he got essentially floated with a naked king high here. So it looks like there's only 2 buttons left. It's Phil and security. Matzo Baller getting rid of the button.
I think this guy Phil likes getting down to heads up on the knit game. It's a strategy of his.
Yeah.
It worked out well for him.
It worked. Yeah, it worked last time.
He got max value as well. Let's see what he does this time.
Straddles out. Action's on Whitman with a suited king 7. Oh, he's going to lay it down. Oh.
Tran just muck a queen 10 offsuit in the cutoff. All right, we have an open on the button from Dream Crusher with the 6-4 off. Turbo calls from the straddle with the deuce 5 off. Interesting flop. A pair of 4s and the flush draw for Dream Crusher. An open end with a lower flush draw for Turbo.
Action.
Tiny flop bet there. There's a $10 bet and a call. Turn Turbo checks. Dream Crusher put out 55 and Turbo called. River card Jack of Diamonds changes nothing. Looks like a pair of 4s is going to be good here. And Turbo might be thinking, is there a way for me to be able to get this pot? I missed my open end. I missed my flush draw. I'm looking at a 5 high. And he does lead out here. Trying to steal this one away. Not sure if this is going to work. All the draws missed. He checked both streets and called out of position. His hand looks pretty draw heavy. Dream Crusher's thinking about it.
I like it though. It is kind of cool.
That's the time at Time Magazine all the time.
It's just one of these spots where either Turbo had it right on the flop or he was drawing, right? It's like he could have had 5-6 on the flop. He could have had, some kind of like flopped flush. And yeah, Dream Crusher did pick it off. It did smell a little funny. It did look a little bluffy. And it's just one of those spots too where if Turbo has a really big hand, especially against Dream Crusher, and this is where you have to be aware of how you're playing, he'd probably go for a check raise on the river if he had a really big hand and not lead out. So the lead out really does look pretty bluffy. It does have that busted draw feel to it. A good call from Dream Crusher, picking up a nice pot there.
Dream Crusher all the way out of the hole.
Yeah, how about that? He was stuck big early.
Big. And KLA Winnie, just quietly mowing the fellas down.
Raise it up to 55. Fold, 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 fold.
So folds around the Tran here, who opens the ace 10 off to $55 over the $10 straddle. We got Phil in the big blind who's going to make the call, and Phil does still have his knit button, and I think Security's the other one. So here he's got a good chance to maybe get rid of it, but not anymore as Tran flops a pair of aces. Really nothing going on for Phil here, just naked queen high. Just got to get rid of it. And Tran wins a nice little pot.
I'm sure Phil wanted to get rid of his nip button on that hand, but between him and Security, it's still down to the two of them.
Yep.
What? Thanks for saying that. Single straddle, single straddle.
Still in it.
Is Crusher in the hallway?
I don't think the button moved.
Alright, you're not gonna get dealt in on this one.
Yeah, nobody else seems to notice if that's the case. So Security will be first to act over Phil's straddle.
Video.
I literally asked, are they in the hallway? It's like, oh, Samsung. Okay, maybe that's it. False 10.
Looks like Security limped.
Call 10.
Yeah, he called 10 with ace-5 off. Tran over calls. 3-5 off. Yeah, everybody's wary of the fact that Security just limped under the gun. They're being a little careful.
7 players, everybody's in.
Just gonna go 6 ways to the flop here, no big deal.
We have 10-8-7, 2 spades. We got a spade draw for Winnie. King high flush draw.
Middle pair for Turbo and Phil B.
Yeah, turns an ace of diamonds. And that pairs Kenny Security there.
Check. 6 players.
And it's going to check all the way around again. Nobody improved, and one pair of aces is going to be the best hand here in a 73 way.
And Security puts out a bet of 50. That's just gonna clear the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Oh, here we go. This is for the nut game.
Okay, so maybe Phil does call. Yeah, that was a spot where it's like I don't think he's ever getting value, but with the nit game, and that's what the nit game does. It's like Phil was in a spot where he could not. He kind of had to call there.
So he loses the nip game and an extra $50.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are putting this in the bomb pot? Alright, just like last time.
Good luck.
Yeah,
And it looks like the players are getting ready for a bomb pot here. Everybody's putting $10 in the middle. So it did not work out for Phil B this time.
Yes.
Being heads up at the end.
Yep.
Looks like they put the knit game tax in the middle, like as a, you call that a juicer?
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what they did. You know, they might have done that last time, too. That might have been why the pot size got up to 150.
Yep.
Yeah, now it's a 27 bomb pot instead of an 18 bomb pot. Whatever. Yeah. Sorry about the graphics, guys. I don't know what that means.
What I can tell you is we got $200 in the middle already.
Yeah.
Look at this. Some good premium starting.
Yeah. King and 2 6s on the first board.
Ready for the second board?
Dream Crusher. Trip 6s, as does Phil B.
And the second board is an ace and 2 7s. We got quads for Dream Crusher.
Yeah, Dream Crusher is
And he's got
literally-
trip 6s on the other board, too.
Wow.
And a pre-juiced bomb pot.
He is free rolling from here on out. He could scoop this whole thing.
Yep. Well, let's see. He cannot scoop actually against Phil's hand if Phil but what can happen is he can quarter him if he hits a 3,
Well, it's not going to matter.
and
now.
then Phil's out. It looks like Phil folded the trip 6s. So right now it's all Dream Crusher. Hard to get any value out of anything else though when the other 6 folded.
So Matzo Baller bets 220 here.
And Matzo Baller just with the ace on the one board.
Hey, your graphics are wrong, folks. Dream Crusher did not fold.
Definitely didn't fold.
Action's on him.
Yeah, we're not folding quads here. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about the bet here. If I was Matzo Baller, I don't think I have a hand that wants to put money in here at all.
Dream Crusher re-raises to 550.
Both boards are paired, and he doesn't have a 7 in his hand or a 6 in his hand. He doesn't have the trips on either board. But this should get it. I think now Matzo Baller should realize, okay, well, I only have a pair on one board. Both boards are paired, and I don't have the 7. I don't have the 6. Heck, I don't even have a king. I'm only playing for the one board, and he tosses it in the muck. So nice little hand for Dream Crusher there. It was going to be hard to get value there. I think he kind of got bailed out by the fact that Matzo Baller decided to put a bet in. It was going to be hard to get value there. He just had all of it, and nobody else had anything.
Why you re-raise? Why you re-raise? Oh my god.
Nah, buttons on
And just like that, Dream Crusher up over $500. My,
Yeah.
he was down almost 3K at one point, I believe, right? Or 2.5K?
Over.
Yeah, he
3
was down a
Ooh.
lot early, and now he is
He
up.
did the same thing in the previous stream. This guy just... I'm going to give him a new nickname of Balboa because he literally looks like he's down for the count, but you can't count him out.
Tim Calora in the chat wants to know where you get the cheesesteaks from. Where'd they come from, Dave?
Yeah, he lived.
Oh, the cheesesteak snake came from Gould's Burgers. We were doing a little R&D. Our Sicklerville location opens up on Thursday at 11 o'clock over at 485 Cross Keys Road. And so we just decided to bring some cheesesteaks over for the players and for the production crew tonight.
Delish. Thursday, grand opening, Gouldsburger, Sicklerville. 9th location, you said? Or that'll be the 10th?
This is number 9, yeah.
Number 9. That's amazing.
Oh my god. No.
Oh, and then Timothy Calora wants to let us know the real professor coming in.
Yup. $80 straddle is on.
So we have a bunch of straddles on this hand. Look at this. We're up to $80 straddle.
Y'all know I'll straddle all the time. I don't care.
$80 straddle.
Straddling.
Matzo Baller.
This game just got a whole lot juicier.
Under the gun for 80 here. Jack 8.
Yeah. Can't do anything with that.
Turbo lets his king go. King deuce. Whitman thinking about his 9-3 like, what can I do here?
Yeah, he's reaching for chips.
975.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a raise to $175 with 3-9 offsuit.
And wow, look at this. This
It
is
almost
gonna
worked.
be- Almost got it off, but
It almost worked. Winnie looking down at ace queen, she puts in the money.
You got it, Joe? Heads up.
and
Off to a
four here.
favorable.
Yeah, this could get interesting.
Flop for
With
Winnie.
Whitman hitting a 3 here. This could get interesting real quick. She's going nowhere, I promise you that.
Whitman puts out a bet of 200 here.
Raise to 500.
Winnie with a little raise.
Comes right over the top. Is that 500? Raise to 500.
Back over to Whitman.
Yeah, Whitman might feel a little committed here now. He already put 175 in. He already put 200
All
in.
in.
And he's going to jam it.
Whitman shoves his remaining stack. 8 and some change. I can't imagine winning.
Yeah,
There
no,
it is.
he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough to blow her off, so he's just gambling here.
Got
He's
4
hoping that his
outs.
3 was
Need a
good.
9 or a 3.
It was not.
Are they running it twice? Okay, they're running it twice.
2 turns, 2 rivers coming.
So she improves, and so she wins the first
Winnie
one.
2 pair on the first one.
And look at that.
And she scoops.
She scoops.
I just woke up with that and $80 straddle.
And she's going to stack Whitman here.
What are your thoughts, Mr. Professor, on that with the 9-3 jamming? Like, do you think he just got pot committed and he felt like he had to make a move?
Yeah, so I definitely would not have opened the 9-3 pre-flop. Probably putting that in the muck with an $80 straddle up there. If I was going to open it, again, it was another small open sizing. He made it 175 over 80. Might have gone a little bigger if I was ever going to open it. He was out of position. It was from the small blind. And then just probably proceeding with a little caution on that queen 6-3. Maybe checking it over to Winnie first and see how she proceeded. I think as played, when he bet the 200 and then she raised to 500, he just doesn't have enough to turn his hand into a bluff. And he's just never usually going to have the best hand. I mean, once in a while, Winnie could have a flush draw there. But yeah, huge win for Winnie. Very nice pot. And it was just another spot where she kind of let him do the work for her a little bit. You know, she could have very easily 3-bet that hand pre-flop. She elected not to. And that could have been player specific, her decision to flat there instead of 3-bet.
Fold, raise 30.
So we have an open from Winnie with Queen Jack off here to $30. Matzo Baller calls with the Ace-10 off.
Phil picks up a pair of ducks, and it looks like he's reaching for chips.
And he'll make the call as well. And now actions on security, who mucks. And Tran flips in a call with the deuce-5 off from the straddle.
So we know Phil's capped at pocket deuces here with the other 2 deuces being
Mucked, yeah.
mucked and played.
Yeah, Phil will not be finding a set. Flop is Ace-6-4, Rainbow. We have Matzo Baller with a top pair and a 10 kicker.
Tran hits a gutter here. 3 will give him a little straight.
Matzo Baller leads right out for 75. Looks like he was checked too. Everybody checked to him, and then he put the 75 out, and everybody folded, and he took it down. Yeah, not much going on for anybody else's hand there. You'll see the chip counts now. Dream Crusher clawing all the way back, and now we assessed earlier. He is up for the night, and with a 5K, he's got the rest of the table covered.
I like you guys.
Winnie, the big winner right now, she's got a lot of chips as well.
I'm not sure if that figure is 100% accurate. I think he bought in for 2, then bought in for 2. So if he's up 500,
Steve, you can black that out.
he should only have
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fake money.
4.5K in front of him.
Yeah, the numbers could be a little off. It is possible that somewhere along the way, certain amount, they're usually pretty accurate, but
Yep.
sometimes they get off a little bit. So we have a straddle from Dream Crusher here. When he first tack, puts it in the muck. Matzo Baller with the deuce 3 suited, he will fold. Around to Phil, who's on the button. Looks down at pocket 8s. He's going to make a raise. Bump it up to $30. And Security looks pained to fold the Queen 9 off, but that's what's supposed to happen with that. Tran with the 7-4 diamond is going to get in there for $30 from the big blind, and then Dream Crusher is going to call from the straddle. 3-way to the flop. We have 2 deuces and a jack. Tran with a flush draw. Pocket 8 still best. Looks like a check to Phil, who was the pre-flop opener. No, it did not. What's going on here? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, he bet 40 and then Tran called. Yep. And then Dream Crusher folded. Turn card is a 5 of spade. No help to Tran. 8s are still best. Goes check, check.
And
the diamond on the river.
The diamond comes out on the river. It is a pair board, but the fact that it's an ace might save Phil some money, regardless.
Yeah, so this is the type of flush here I'd like to see Tran just bet right out. He doesn't want to let it go. He doesn't want to let the other guy check back a hand he might call with. It's not a strong enough flush here to
Right.
go for a check raise. And the board is paired as well. So he really wants to bet out. And then, you know, if he gets raised and it feels really funny and it's a big raise, and you know, then maybe he can get away from it. But he's really trying to get value now. He wants to get called by an ace or called by, you know, queens or kings or 9s or 10s or 8s. And it looks like Phil did fold. And
Yeah,
Tran wins.
Tran bet out 215, kind of overbet.
Yeah, it was a little
over
biggish.
pot.
Yeah, I might have gone a little smaller there to try to get the value out of some of those hands, but it would have been hard for Phil to call with 8s anyway.
Yeah. Phil was wishing he had the hand he had previously, which was the pocket deuces, because he would have had quads.
There you go.
One hand off. So we're on the hand number 60 of the night. Again, it's been pretty juicy overall.
Yeah, some nice action.
We have Turbo limping in here with the ace queen off. Trying to get a little trappy, a little tricky. Sneaky, sneaky. And Security's going to overcall. Tran's going to overcall. We got Dream Crusher is going to call that $5 more, and Winnie's going to check her straddle. Nobody fell for the trap here. Yeah, Jack 8-5, all spades. Turbo with the nut flush draw. Tran with the 9 high flush draw, and Security with the 10 high flush draw on an open end. There's a chance this could get a little interesting. Winnie has a pair of 8s. And it looks like Winnie bets out 25. And it's been raised by Turbo to 75 with his nut flush draw 2 overcards. And a disciplined fold from Security.
Nice fold.
I like that fold. Folds back around to Winnie, who bet out the 25, and she's going to fold as well. You know, I was going to say that raise there probably was going to get it, and sure enough, it did.
I actually like that fold by Winnie in that spot. She's up a boatload right now, and she doesn't even do anything stupid or reckless. And with that board with 3 spades, her having none, and just having the pair of 8s, I like the fold there because you just don't know. On to the next one. And a great move by Turbo, and it's like if he gets called, he's not too worried about it because he has outs.
Right. Yeah, that is a semi-bluff. He's got the.
Actually, Justin's
He can
on the
always
phone.
improve.
Call 10, fold. No, Dan was saying something. I missed it. Call 10, turbo folds, raise 40, fold.
So it looks like Dream Crusher calls, Matzo Baller calls. Whitman's going to raise it up to 40 with the ace jack off. Gets back to Dream Crusher, who puts in the call of 30 more to him. He calls. Matzo Baller right behind him with the jack 8 of spade.
3 players.
3-way to the flop. King 5 deuce rainbow. Dream Crusher.
Sun running lately.
100.
Let's see what happens here.
And it looks like Matzo Baller decided to bet out 100 here, which is it's close to pot size. It's actually a big bet on a non-coordinated, non-suited board.
Wow, look at that turn card.
He picks up a flush draw,
But it also gives Dream Crusher
2
pair,
pair,
top
which is
2.
still best. And Matzo Baller is going to bet again.
200.
And Dream Crusher here might want to go for the equity denial. He might want to try to raise.
I can't see Dream Crusher not coming up to the top right here. Knowing how he plays, I would he's just going to call. And it's going to be dangerous for him, and that's why
And
it's
that
dangerous.
is dangerous.
And right there, you get greedy a little bit, but I don't know that Matzo Baller was going anywhere anyway.
It's dangerous, especially because it's a backdoor spade
Yup.
draw too. So he's, and remember, for whatever reason, Matzo Baller bet 100 on the flop.
Yeah.
So it's not going to look at all like he has a flush. I could even see Dream Crusher deciding to raise here.
He's got a
which-
$450 river bet.
450.
I mean, Dream Crusher is not ever really folding this. It doesn't look like he's going to go for the raise. He seems to be pained, so that would mean he's
The last thing he
likely
wants to
gonna
see
call,
come is that
not
spade,
raise.
So. He has no blocker, no anything, so it's like.
It's just the only spade combos that should ever be betting 100 on the flop would be like King X of spades.
Right.
So there's not a lot of spade combos that Matzo Baller should have here, considering the action. I mean, did he just fold top 2 pair there? That is a very, and it's got to be something player specific. It's got to be. I mean, it was. I don't know how often we've seen Matzo Baller bet big on the river. Maybe I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know.
That was a
I probably would have lost that one. I
very
probably would have
disciplined
called.
fold. I'll bet you Matzo Baller's wishing he had stuck out 250 and not 450.
Yeah.
Under the gun strike.
There's got to be something to the story. It's an incredible read from Dream Crusher if he really put him on spades there. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to have many spades. The only spades that he really should ever have there are King X of spades. Matzo Baller did play the hand a little odd, so you don't really expect him to be leading in the multi-way on a king high rainbow board with Jack 8 of spades. It doesn't make any sense. So really good laydown. I'm not sure how he found it, but
He definitely saved himself some money.
Matzo Baller with the tricky betting. Gets paid.
He's back up on top. Mind you, he was down early and climbs back
Send me a
up.
Christmas card. I'm telling you the truth.
No, turbo call.
So we have a open from the hijack here with ace 5 off from security. We got a call from Turbo and Matzo Baller. Flop comes down king 7-6. We have an open end for Turbo. Another rainbow flop. We've had a lot of those recently. Checks over to security, who does put in a C bet. He's definitely going to get a little action from Turbo here. Turbo will at least peel one card. And he's going to go for the check raise here, and he takes it down. Might have smelled a little weakness there.
Yeah, but I bet on the flop to get rid of him because I had no hand. I had one spade. Then I
No, back door.
no. Then the turn.
And then it went back.
The turn came a spade. I bet 200.
Alright, he's telling you the truth, man.
Yeah. I
That's
had
an elaborate ass story.
yeah, Jack 8 of spades.
Yo,
You'll
if this
see
is
it.
a lie, you must be so bored, bro. I get this whole story.
Yeah.
That's it. I said it enough. You'll see it.
Straddle under the gun. Straddle under the gun.
He just gets everywhere. Oh my god.
I'm the guy who doesn't get there.
So Whitman with a straddle up in this hand. Action's going to start on Phil.
I just wanted to get rid of you on the turn.
Fold.
Straight fucking hero.
Call 10.
And security decides to call with the ace 3 off.
Fold. Barry calls. Call.
Matzo Baller calls with the 9-8 off. Turbo, it's only $5 more to him. He's in there, and then Whitman is just going to check the 10-7 off. A queen 9, a queen 9, 2 diamonds.
Fold.
We got a pair of 9s for Matzo Baller, and he's the only one who connected with this board. And took it down right on the flop there.
Hey. Appreciate it. Straddle under the gun. Straddle under the gun.
Now Phil with a straddle here to $10. Action going to start with security. Just looking down at the king queen offsuit. I expect them to play this one. Raise it up to $30.
Raise 30.
And Tran looking down an ace 4 off. He's going to go for a 3-bet here.
Bumps up to 150.
Yeah, I don't mind this 3-bet. It gets ace jack to fold from Dream Crusher. And
Winnie's going to make the call.
yeah, so this is a very unique situation where her and Tran are probably two of the deepest stacks at the table. And if she's really putting Tran on a big hand here, security started under the gun, basically, and Tran 3-bet. It's like if she can spike a 3 here, she probably feels like, well, I could be up against aces, or I could be up against kings. I could get the stack, you know.
She has to be careful that she doesn't spike a 3 and it gives him the wheel.
Right.
And here comes an ace in the window right away.
So Tran with the lead.
Dream, correct me if I'm wrong, Dream Crusher had ace jack, right?
Correct.
Yes, Dream Crusher put ace jack in the muck.
Oof. For some reason, he's been avoiding Tran at all costs. And security has a little draw there for the Broadway. Needs to spike a 10. Also has the backdoor flush draw.
Call 200. Call 200.
So Tran bets 200 and gets called by both players. I'm a little surprised that that Winnie put in the call here. You know, the 200 on the flop. But again, now she may be thinking, and they are two of the deepest stacks there. She may actually be thinking he's got ace king or ace queen. If I do somehow drill a 3 on the turn, I could win mountains. Or maybe even ace jack.
It was
You know?
close, the 2 comes, but I
I don't understand it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have called on the flop. I would have put that one in the muck. And honestly, if she doesn't call the 200, I don't see how security can call. He would have folded two probably with his naked gut shot.
Yeah. Order.
25, 25.
What's that, 7 times 25 or 8? 175.
I think she was just trying to surprise Tran there and drill a 3 and just be up mountains today. She was hoping to get lucky, and if she got there, she was going to win thousands in her mind. And it wouldn't have been as much this time because we know what Tran had. He did have the ace, but he only had a 4 kicker.
Security just reloaded a little bit there. Well, 500 went on.
I should change that, 'cause I know you're a little crazy.
1,000?
Something reasonable.
What do you mean? Great.
Which when you do have 3 players with stacks like this end of the table,
About
Tran,
like,
you're gonna double
what's friendly?
Tran, 10. You're gonna double barrel.
I guess you want to keep your stack as healthy as you can in case you get into
So
a
we-
big hand.
So we got a Nick game on right now. You
25,
guys saw
I was
the
just told.
buttons. And it is a $25 one.
Getting juicy.
You got a little bit of a progressive Nick game going on each time it goes up. It's a little pricier and pricier. So looks like we have a double straddle up right now. $20 straddle in front of Tran.
That's not fair.
About to get a
Folds,
walk.
folds around to security, picks up an ace deuce, and he knows he's not supposed to give a walk with that ace. He does just call,
70.
and Tran
Call.
raises it up to 70.
Of course he does.
And security doesn't want to let it go just yet. He knows the limp might have looked a little weak.
Wow, this is so
Yes.
crazy.
8-3-6 with 2 clubs. Tran hits the middle pair with his 9-6 offsuit.
Security has that backdoor not flush draw, but we're not going to see it.
Yeah.
Tran puts out a little $70 bet,
Just
Security
like that,
folds.
He gets rid of his button.
and he showed his cards.
Yeah, he remembered this time.
No button for Tran.
He's laughing about it, a little chuckle.
A jack four. Oh, yeah. John does. John does.
So the first one to get rid of his button this time.
Don't you, haven't you done like blind flips before? Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have.
See if we can keep the no double straddle from Dream Crusher here. He's asking. He's talking to Winnie here. He's trying to find out if he puts the double straddle in, will she put the triple straddle in?
I don't
And
think she's ever said no. So, again, she plays bigger stakes, so does he. I think this is fun for them,
Raise
so I
35.
wouldn't be surprised to see some action here.
So Dream Crusher folds. Winnie opens the ace-7 of heart to $35. Could get interesting here if Phil decides to stick around, and Phil does look like he's grabbing chips.
Imagine if there's 3 hearts out there. This is gonna be sick.
125. Damon folds.
It looks now. That's what I was gonna say. If he was gonna
Oh my
enter
goodness,
here,
look at this.
what might protect him would be a 3, but he does make it 125. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to get those higher hearts out there. So we're gonna go heads up as Winnie puts in the call,
When he flops
and she flops top pair on a spade board, a monotone spade board. Phil C bets 80.
Calls 80.
A little too early to give up on that top pair right now. Winning with the call. Turn card 3 of diamonds. This gets interesting. Certainly wouldn't expect the 3-better here to have many 6s. Goes check, check.
Imagine a
5 of
six.
diamonds on the river.
Okay.
Check.
And Phil's only way to win would be to bet. He checks. And Winnie's probably going to check back and win a nice pot here. Yep.
have a feeling that he would have taken it down had he bet, but
Yeah, nah. I think the top pair is probably a call there in that spot. The 3-bet pre, he c-bet flop, he slowed down on turn. I mean, he could certainly have the 7 beat with like a pocket pair above it, but he's not really incredibly repping a lot on that board. Like, not going to have a lot of 5s for trips, not going to have a lot of 6s for the 4-liner. We have another double straddle here. $20 from Winnie.
Fold. Fold, fold. Raise.
so it's interesting that the first 2 people to win and get rid of their knit button are the 2 big stacks.
Yes.
So now my money's going to be on Dream Crusher, knowing that his chips are next.
So we have a raise from Phil on the button with pocket kings. Made it $100, and that's just gonna get it.
And he is all smiles.
I had ace nine.
You call when I have king deuce though, but no, let me get your.
If it was suited,
let me
if
get
I
the
have
blue
ace
chip
nine
too.
suited, I snap. If I just, it was offsuit though. So.
Gets the knit button back to the dealer. And he's off the hook. We're playing for a quarter on this knit game. South side of the table, kind of tilted towards them a little bit.
I wanted it to seem like.
Yeah, look at all those chips on that side of the table.
It just goes to show you the quality craftsmanship of that table, because it is not bending or dipping at all.
That is correct.
Sturdy table.
Very sturdy.
It's that Tri-State Poker live stream special custom table.
I want to point out, shout out, and a thanks to Bluff everyone for the sponsorship of the table.
Just got my 2 hoodies last week.
I
2
got my
new
full
ones.
downstairs right now. I can't wait as the weather breaks. Got to have some new merch.
So we have an open from Turbo with the king, queen of diamonds, and a 3-bet from security on the button with ace, king off. 3 bets up to 175, and the king, queen of diamonds from Turbo is going to put in the call. And we have a jack, jack 9 on the flop. It's a rainbow flop. Backdoor diamonds for Turbo.
As well as a gut
He
shot.
checks. Security puts in a c-bet of 200.
10 of diamonds makes it real interesting.
Timothy Kalora, you are just running our chat. I love it. Says, definitely nice to see the best dealer available running the game. Shout out to Nick.
Chopping those pots well tonight. That one where it was a quartering, I thought we might be sitting here for a while, but he got it done pretty
Just want
good
to point out, I
tonight.
think it was a great business decision to have Nick deal this evening.
So the c-bet does get through. Turbo finds a fold. He thought about it for quite a while there with the gut shot and the backdoor diamonds.
Asking me, did he show him like, I'm not saying a word, I'm not in.
But I think security does have a little bit of a tighter image, and Turbo didn't want to battle against that in this hand.
You're gonna win a hand, and you're gonna have to give it all back. It's a $25 knit button.
So a button straddle this time. First time we've seen that in a while. Been a lot under the gun straddles. But you know what? That's probably why it's up there. I have a feeling Matzo Baller might not have wanted to straddle this time. So Tran's like, I'll help you out. I'll put the straddle out for you.
I don't think Tony Tran's ever seen 2 cards that he didn't like. He has a boatload of chips in front of him, so let's see what happens.
And call, fold.
We got Matzo Baller getting a little spicy with the 5-9 of heart, opening up to 40. We got Turbo with the Jack 10 off making the call.
Jam calls, trend calls.
And that's going to get security in there with the 10-8 off. And Tran going to come along from his straddle with the 10-7 off.
Look at this flop.
Matzo Baller.
Top 2.
All in.
So sneaky. And let's see what he does.
Not really a lot going on for anybody else, though. Oh,
Oh,
good
he
lord.
Jams for, I don't know if that was the best.
Yeah, that's going to clear the field. It wasn't going to clear the field anyway.
I believe so.
Nope, give him that nip button back.
Let's go!
Let's go! Yes!
The whole reason I did that.
What's going on here?
Fuck! Let's go!
I already threw this at him too, and I
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Did he forget to show his hand?
Nobody say anything.
no, I forgot.
He did because he still
Baller
has the.
forgot to
he
show
forgot
his
to show his
hand.
hand.
So first he jams like 17 times pot.
Got some knit game shenanigans here.
People forget we got the knit game going on.
Nick, you were looking at me too. You were eyeballing me.
He would have won. He didn't show his hand.
Knit game shenanigans.
I'm more of a nit for forgetting than playing the game.
So Turbo's got the straddle up to $10. We got Whitman starting the action off.
I am a forgetful person. That was about normal.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Folds around to Tran. He's taking a peek. 10-5 of clubs.
That's why I looked at Bob and it was like.
You know what we're doing with that?
Show my cards.
Up. $30.
Bump it up. Dream
And
Crush looks
ace
down
eight.
at ace 8.
Yeah, Dream Crusher's tired of folding these ace X offs.
He's
going to 3-bet this one.
20.
And fold.
I like this. I like this play from Dream Crusher.
He's
Yeah,
taking a
folds
stand.
around.
Show your cards. Don't forget that. He flipped. He flipped.
He
Good
showed.
show him. Okay. Getting rid of that button.
We're down to Whitman, Matzo Baller, who should have already had it, and Turbo, I think, who should have already had it.
And Security,
Yeah.
who having trouble winning some of these pots when the knit game's on.
The line. They were saying it was like
Negative 800 million plus 2,000 him.
Generally doesn't dabble in the side games though.
Generally, no.
I would have my money on my boy.
He does have a tight table image. When he's raising, usually people are folding.
fold. Fold.
Whitman's got the $10 straddle on. Folds around to Mr. Tran, who makes
Yep, to 35.
$35.
makes it 35.
And Winnie with the Queen 10 of clubs, she's going to get involved. Puts in the call on the button.
Little Broadway draw for Winnie.
Fun fact, any Queen 10 suited's my favorite hand. I'm never folding that pre-flop, so I'm happy to see Winnie play it right now. Let's see what happens.
Matzo Baller puts in the call from the small blind as well with the King 9 off. Turbo in the big with the 3-6 of heart, or 3-8 of heart. And that gets Whitman in there with Jack 5. And we got a pair of queens for Winnie.
With
We
a couple
got
of hearts.
couple hearts for Turbo.
Yeah. And Matzo Baller is betting out the 9 with a backdoor flush draw to the king.
Mr.
He
Tran,
bets $50.
Mr. Tran flopped a gutter.
They'll let me know when we're getting closer.
3 of the 8s would help him. 1 would not,
We got about raise.
because Turbo's holding it.
And Turbo with the raise. He's going to 3-bet this up to 140. So we had a bet from Matzo Baller, a re-raise from Turbo. Folds around to Winnie, who's got the top pair. And this, you hate to see the bet and the raise in front of you, though. So she's not going anywhere. She will at least put in the call here.
750. Fold.
She
She
3
threw-
bets to
She
750.
re-raises.
And look at this. We have an all in here. They're going to run it twice, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's fine. We can run it twice.
Twice?
The draw against the pair.
Two times.
What?
Float draw.
What?
And no help on the first board for Turbo. And
Wow.
no help on the second board. And Winnie continues to run good, play good, and dominate. And she gets the scoopy. Wins another huge pot.
And is absolutely laying the smack.
She is
Down.
really playing well tonight.
You know me, I love fruit
This way is, yeah, it's called.
That was not an easy spot.
We would've chopped it,
That's why I did that, yeah.
well, we wouldn't have chopped it because it wouldn't have been all in, so I would've taken down
Thank you.
the first board. Like king nine.
Yes.
I
Nice
figured
raise.
one of you.
Yeah, especially if you just call there, I have to call.
Yeah,
At that
well,
point.
I-
Yeah, nice bet.
Thank you,
Smart,
thank you.
good play.
Thank you.
Winnie just quietly mowing them down tonight.
The irony is that there would have been trip nines in that hand if there wasn't a raise, right? Yep.
I can't remember what the turn and river card was on the first board, but
Yeah.
I guess there was a 9,
Yeah.
another 9. That's probably what they were talking about, because she was talking with Matzo Baller, and they were back
Yep.
and forth. He was probably like, I was going to get there if I'd have stuck around.
The
We have a-
security team for Kenny Rogers bumped it up to $30 with a queen 9 of hearts.
We got a call from Winnie and a call from Matzo Baller. Call from Whitman Sports.
How much?
And Phil finds a fold. So we got a bunch of suited
We got one,
and one non-suited hand here.
3 players. Or 4, yeah, 4 players.
4-way to a flop.
Yeah.
And King 6-6.
Check. Check.
It's a rainbow. We got a couple backdoor flush draws, but nothing else.
Fold. Call. Fold. Heads up.
So Matzo Baller bets out here, $30. Security calls with the queen 9 of heart
And spikes the queen on
and
the
hits
turn.
the queen on the turn.
100. Call. Check. 150. Fold.
So security check called the turn as well. And now on the river, he checked saying, okay, it looks like he folded. He must have folded because Matzo Baller got the chips.
Don't pay attention to that game first. Yeah.
You're gonna throw it in.
I mean, he did bet all 3 streets. So,
And
and security only had the queen there, so any king would have beat his queen.
so that's a yes.
Maybe he could have gotten away just folding on the flop. It was king 6-6 on the flop. He didn't have any pairs on the flop.
Let me know now.
Only the backdoor hearts.
No, it's alright.
Alright. Nope.
So we have another triple straddle here.
Steve says I don't blame you.
Dream Crusher with $40 in front of him. Winnie will start off the action.
Fold. Fold.
And folds the turbos on the button. Looks down at ace queen off.
Raise it up to 165.
I'm going to put in a raise to 170? 165?
Fold. 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 Fold.
That might get it. Nobody's picking up anything to go to battle with here. Dream Crusher with the 5-3 of diamonds. He's the one with the $40 straddle up. So it's 125 more to him. And he's just gonna muck it. Turbo takes it down. Yeah, really just not enough of anything out there. Nobody picked up a hand to go to war with.
thought he was gonna lie.
You know, Dream Crusher wanted to defend that straddle.
Who's got
I
straddle on the gun? Double,
If I had
double
the
straddle.
on, I would definitely.
double straddle announced.
Why, what'd you have?
I had to.
Security for Kenny Rogers and Whitman Sports and Turbo helping out with this party tonight. Picking up the tab. Meanwhile, looks like Matzo Baller's joining the south side of the table. His stack is starting to grow here.
Yeah, he's got a lot of chips in front of him now. A couple reloads, and then he doubled up the one time he won a big pot.
5-5.
Real
Yeah,
big
he's
pot.
actually in the
Yeah, he's
actually in the black
positive
for
now,
tonight.
yeah.
Winnie raises it up to 55 with a
Ooh,
pair of
and she
eights.
Runs into aces against Whitman. This could get ugly quick.
Let's see how he intends to do this. And he's going to bump it up.
25. Fold. Fold. Fold.
You still have your knit button.
With these stack sizes, we're almost
Another 550, 500.
sure to see some fireworks here.
Calls the 125.
I'll point out that Phil does have one of the eights, which means that Winnie would be down to her case 8 should she call.
Yep, heads up back.
I mean, she does make the call. Everybody else folded. And King Jack 5, 2 clubs on the flop.
75.
And she fires right out into him. She bets 75. And Whitman calls. Turn card's a 9 of heart. Let's see if she slows down here. She does opt to check. Now Whitman's got to feel like after the lead into him and then the check on the turn, that his aces are probably the best hand.
All in.
And he's just gonna rip it. And I don't. I think that's a. Well, it's 476. Is that all?
Yeah.
I think it's still just a fold. I mean, the king and the jack out there. There's really only one hand
Yeah,
that you're,
the
beating.
three
You're beating
overs
ace
plus
queen.
the queen 10 giving the straight. I can't see her calling here.
Nah, the only hand she beats here is ace queen.
Fold.
Maybe ace 10.
Ace 10, yeah, ace 10, yep. And it could
And,
fold.
yep. And he shows the aces to get rid of that button.
It is.
Good fold, maybe.
So Whitman no longer has a button. So I'm trying to think who else has buttons still. Does that mean security loses? I think security's the only. No.
Whitman just lost his,
Yeah, he just got rid of his. So I think security had his still. Yep, security's the only button. So he owes the table some money.
That's $200 or 175.
I think they're putting. I think we're going to see a bomb pot here.
Yep, they're putting it in a bomb pot.
He had aces. Nice hand.
So whoever wins this bomb pot, or if it's chopped, whatever, they're gonna get an extra 175 to divvy up between the winners.
He's sitting it out. Dan, sit this one out. You don't want to. You don't want to play this
And
one.
security is hating this right now. Hates the side games.
You deserve the button, for sure.
Yeah, it's not his favorite.
Loses the damn knit game straight into a double board bomb pot.
Give it back after you win this one.
And down a healthy chunk for the night as well. So when it rains, it pours. Sometimes we run bad.
We've all been there.
I think we're going to see Kenny Security and Dream Crusher getting another big one tonight. That's my prediction before this is over.
Okay.
Ready for this.
So 2 8s and a 9 on the. No, we don't. 9-8 deuce on the bottom board, 2 diamonds, and King 5 deuce, all clubs on the top board.
So it's a queen 10 of clubs by Whitman.
Yep.
Dream Crusher. Pretty-
And a Queen Jack 10 wrap on the bottom board as well.
Bottom board as well.
So Whitman's got an okay hand there.
Turbo with the nut flush draw on that diamond board.
175. Or sorry, one.
Yep.
But nothing on the king 5 deuce
Sorry,
board.
150 from them.
Then we have a set of 5s for Phil.
No. No, 150. Sorry, there's
I
150.
think we learned on that last one, flopping any kind of set in PLO is
So,
not all it's cracked up to be.
So Whitman puts out a bet here. Pot size bet 150. He's got a wrap on the one board and the second nut flush on the other.
Fold, fold.
The Turbo might get a little interested here with the nut flush draw, but he does only have a chance on one board.
Call,
Like he's not really playing anything on the other board.
call the other.
I think Matzo Baller makes this call.
He's got a pair along with the second nut flush draw on the one board, and then
Yep.
he's got top 2 pair up top, so
Yep.
it's very interesting.
Yeah, he's got 2 pair and 2 pair. Yep, top 2 and top 2.
Along with the flush draw, but he doesn't know that it's no good.
Right.
You reloaded the second board?
Yeah, the best thing that can happen for Matzo Baller is that Turbo can fold here because he's only playing the one board.
8, yeah, minus spade, 8 deuce of diamonds. That's the very first board.
And of course, Whitman with a great chance to scoop regardless. And a good disciplined fold from Turbo here. I actually like it because he's only playing the one board.
And Bob Barry is going to check card.
Oh,
Wow.
Matzo Baller.
Heart is on the second board.
Bailed out on the bottom board.
Yep. So as it stands now, it's going to be a chop, unless Matzo Baller can get a king or a 5 on the top board, which he does not.
8 apart, second board.
So it's a choppy. We'll see if anybody can,
455.
if Matzo Baller specifically maybe can blow off the second nut flush, but I don't think so. Or if Whitman can blow him off a full house here. It's going to be really hard. They're just going to be chopping all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think either one of them's in a mood to fold here.
Five 555, sorry, 555.
Now, it looks like Matzo Baller has bet the pot, or close to it anyway. That might actually be what's going on here. They're counting it out. Now Whitman knows he's only calling for half the pot. So even though he has that second nut flush, he just has to tank, think about it, and he does call.
9-8 and then 8-5.
And they're going to chop it up.
Nine's full of 8s. And, yeah.
Actually, king 8, but still flush. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chop. Yeah, flush and full house. Here, Bob, give me Alright guys, I know, it's actually gonna be the very last thing.
Hey, well, listen, we are going to be signing off here in just a couple minutes. I just wanted to thank the professor and Davey Stacks for joining us in the booth tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, Davey, thanks for being here. And Uncle Dave, thanks for having us.
Of course, anytime. Check out Gouldsberger, open in Sicklerville location on, what's the address?
485 Cross Keys Road,
Little shopping center with the breakfast nook.
right next door to the breakfast
There
nook.
you go.
Our good friend Alex.
And check out bluffeveryone.com for some poker gear. You don't just have to wear it to poker. You can wear it to Thanksgiving too.
Hope you guys are good.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey, that was the last hand.
If you playing or we just be downstairs.
Yeah, I can't play any longer. I'm like an hour drive.
Yeah, me too.
Another game?
Trying to get us,
Where?
I can move it to,
Oh shit, where at?
in the city.
Do we have enough of us left to still play, or not really, huh?
No,
Probably
it's
not.
Who's,
There might be like 3.
I have to watch the stream to see where that mystery 500 went.
Yeah.
Thank you for participating.
And then yeah, I was, and like I
I
said,
don't remember.
is there nights that I can't be? And like I said,
No.
whatever happens, Steven talks to
Yeah.
Steven on how all the rest is gonna go.
Yeah, nobody found me on the
Yeah,
game or
you get
anything.
two blacks and
Even
a red.
I
Two
would,
reds.
just to see him, like maybe it
Yeah.
fell.
Queen 10.
Like
Two blacks
or
and
something.
a red.
She's
Two
a
blacks and a
close.
red.
I must have bought back in, I just don't remember.
Like I said, what I think you probably did was literally this. Like if these were your pocket shit, you took. Thank you.
So, because I know I had to tell you if I know I had to report that to you, so.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it could have been like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know, whatever.
It could have been.
Probably broke even for the night, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, it could have been. Oh yeah, you took them out of your pocket. You're just messing with them, and then oh, I got a hand. Look,
I
and you
really-
fold, and then just mix it in with the rest of the set.
Do you need
know?
another rack?
Watch, I really
Does anybody
don't
else need
remember.
another rack? There's one.
I don't remember.
I have one right here.
I'll take a rack. You got a nice rack. You got a nice rack, Dave.
Thanks. Good game, guys.
Yeah.
GG's.
Enjoyable. 15, 16,
This is yours, right?
Hey, even losing $500 somewhere, I still made money.
Alright, so at least